we're good. My mic is on. Good. That should be fine. All my shit looks fine. Alright. So, for right now, I'm actually just going to be doing a just chatting stream. It's not all going to be just me sitting here and bitching and complaining. It's going to have some actual shit in it too. I'm gonna watch a couple videos. One of the things I have planned to watch later is actually an Amish police chase. Charlie, Moist Critical, everyone knows him. He already reacted to it, but I don't care because I want to watch it and I haven't seen it. I just saw that he did a video on it and I intentionally didn't watch it because it looks hilarious. There's just like, I'll show you it later. We're not watching it right now. Maybe we will. It's only 5 minutes. But the title of the video is Body Cam Shows Police in Low Speed Chase of Drunk Amish Guy Driving a Horse and Buggy, which that is too good to pass up, okay? I can't not look at that. It's too good. And whether or not my chat shows on screen in this element right now is going to be up to stream elements. I haven't been able to get it to work, so if you say something and it doesn't appear on screen, that is why. And it's completely my own fault, but you know what, I haven't had time to fix it. I've been so busy. And speaking of being busy, if you're wondering why I haven't been streaming a lot recently, like the past week, it is because my apartment complex that I live at, okay, so it's my apartment. I'm at the very end of an apartment block, and there's a wall in front of my apartment, so the wall itself, like up until this week, was covered in plants. So, what they decided to do is they decided to cut all the plants down, which was super loud, first of all, because I'm like right in front of the wall. It's like 10 feet away from my door, basically. It's really, no, maybe not 10 feet, but it's really fucking close. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's really close to my door. So when they were there with the cutting the plants down, it was super loud, and even from my room, which is towards the back of my apartment, you could still like really hear the, like, I don't know, the saws or whatever the fuck they were using. So it was just really loud. If I were to stream when they were doing it, and this went on for a week, that's why I'm back now. They just stopped it like yesterday. I would have streamed yesterday, but I had shit to do. Anyway, it was so loud, and it was going on like all day. It wasn't just like in the mornings. Thank God it wasn't in the morning, because I would have been super, super pissed if I had to get woken up because they're just cutting some fucking plants down. Anyway, what else should I talk about recently? Oh yeah, my college has been doing very good. I've been enjoying it a lot. If you don't know, I'm in college for music production. It is a very fun major, but it is a very time-consuming major because I am having to produce music for my major. So just be a bit lenient with that. If I like miss a stream, that's probably why. It's because me and my procrastinating ass forget to fucking do what I'm supposed to do for college. Anyway, I don't know why it's saying my bitrate is shit. My bitrate looks fine. It's saying no dropped frames. I don't know why that's saying that. Anyway, what else should I talk about? Also, I don't have my YouTube chat up right now, so if you say, well, I have all chats up. It should show YouTube, but it's in read-only mode, so I can't like type back. For some reason my Twitch is saying my bitrate is bad, but my Streamlabs is showing that it's not my Streamlabs, my OBS. I don't use Streamlabs. It's showing no drop frame, so I'm not gonna worry about that too much. But for right now, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Now I can't fucking remember it. Jesus Christ. Oh, one thing I wanted to bring up, even if no one's watching this right now, I honestly don't care. I don't have my view count on. I couldn't give less of a fuck how many people are watching Nick. So I was planning on incorporating music into my streaming in some way. I haven't quite figured out how yet, but music has always been something I'm very passionate about. I absolutely love music. I love everything about it. I've played instruments for just so long, and like my entire life, all I wanted to be as a singer, as like cliche as it sounds. So the fact that I get to do that in a way for college now is just so fun. But I would love to produce music for my channels that I have now. Because right now on streaming, this is like my first just chatting thing I'm doing. I mostly just play games. So it would be really fun to incorporate some music elements into that somehow. I don't know how I would get around copyright. I would have to get the rights to a few songs if I'm gonna sing them on live, because there is songs that I enjoy practicing, but they are very copyrighted, of course, and I'm not just going to, you know, basically steal other people's music for engagement. It's not cool. Anyway, if I find out how to get the rights for that or something, then you can expect some music streams soon. That for singing anyway, I'll probably do streams of like just making music in my software. The software I use, by the way, is what is it? It's fuck, it's the Apple one. What is it called? Why can I not remember what it's called? Oh shit. Hang on, I need to look up what it's called. I use this shit like every day. Software. It is, oh come on, just come up. It's not Audacity and it's not GarageBand. It's the one that you have to pay for, and it's like an Apple one. Fuck. Well, I seriously cannot remember the name of this. Logic Pro. It is a Logic Pro. That is what I use for college. It's very cool. I was able to get it for free because there's absolutely no fucking way I'm paying for software because I don't use Apple products, apart from my MacBook, which I also did not have to pay for. That was provided for me by my college. So I was not about to pay like the $200 or the $300 it was to have that software. Because before I would be using stuff like Soundtrap or like just like any free shit to play around with music. But now that I have switched to Logic Pro, it is very fun. I have learned so much. EQs and stuff like that, very fun to play with. I very much enjoy doing them for my college assignments. Speaking of my college assignments, I was doing one like the other day, like last week. It's half of my final, and the project I was doing specifically was making a cover of a song. That does not necessarily mean singing. I did not have to sing for it. I just had to download the MIDI file for it. And, you know, I had to change the instruments around and stuff, add some more instruments. But I did not have to sing. The song I actually chose was Megalovania by Toby Fox. If you don't recognize that name, it is the song that plays when you fight Sans in Undertale, which a lot more people will probably recognize other than Megalovania, because I don't know how many people actually know the name of the song itself, but that is what it's called. It's a very good song. I absolutely love that song. It was very fun to make a cover of. I actually ended up making like an 80s synth remix of it, basically. So what I did, I'm actually gonna explain it right now. I have it written down. Like literally in this notebook, that's not it, but I have written down the requirements for this assignment, so I'm just gonna like read them out to say, like, this might not make sense to anyone but me, but I'm gonna read out the requirements. So the first thing I did, obviously, was find and download the MIDI file. And then you import the MIDI file into Logic, and it will separate all your shit. Like, you have the drums, the whatever, you know, all of it. And then you have to remove the extraneous MIDI data, which is basically just stuff that impedes like it's unnecessary. It would be like multi-streaming, but instead of like multi-streaming with the software, you use 2 computers to do it. And I don't mean 2 computers like hooked up to each other, like 2 different computers that you're both streaming on, but you're not playing on both computers at the same time. So it's just exhausting for no reason. Like, there's a better way to do it. I actually had to change the tempo for this project. So I changed it, I believe, from 166. No, I changed it to 166. I think I changed it from 203 to 166 beats per measure. And then the arrangement, I obviously had to copy and paste regions and stuff, but one of the most fun things to do was I had to add new software instruments. So basically what that means is I have to add a new type of instrument. And software instruments just means that it's not an instrument I'm physically playing. It is a created sound. And that's basically what synths are. So, you know, there's a bunch of other stuff. I'm not gonna go over all of it because some of it just like literally will not make sense if you're not like a music person. But it was a very, very fun project to do. I'm still very happy with how it came out. I'm very proud of myself for doing that project. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to rant about with music. For right now anyway. So let's stop delaying right now. I'm gonna get into this Amish police chase because why not? Just give me a second here to, oops, that's not it. There we go. You can see that I have my stuff up. This is the video I'm talking about. I am going to pause my background music here. The channel that I'm listening from is Seattle. I'm gonna shout them out right now. Even though I don't know that there's anybody watching, but you know what, whatever, who cares. So let's get into this drunk Amish guy.
Whoa!
And this is posted by the Law and Crime Network. This is not my video, blah blah blah, disclaimers, we all get it, okay.
Whoa! Hey! Hey! Wake up!
What the fuck? What do you mean wake up? If he's drunk, he's not gonna fucking wake up. This is already great.
There's a Bud Light can sitting in there and he passed clean out.
That's what he did to me.
There's a Bud Light can sitting in there. He's passed clean out. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. I'm just a country boy from out in the sticks. I don't know nothing about them Bud Lights.
He'll go home. The horse knows how to get home.
Yeah, the horse knows how to get home. It's a fucking horse.
I found him outside Philly.
418. He's eastbound on Bogue.
He's eastbound on Bogue.
B-O-G-U-E. We got a drunk Amish guy passed down the buggy.
Did you just actually call him a drunk Amish guy? Are you kidding me? Okay.
Staley and Bogue Road. He just turned eastbound on Bogue.
Oh, you just turned eastbound
yelled
on
at the guy
Bogue.
when he rode by. There's a Bud Light can sitting in the damn buggy. And I hit the side of the buggy and hollered at the guy. He's passed clean out. He's slumped over.
The horse won't stop, huh?
No, I mean, I'm yelling, whoa, 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 and...
Okay,
No.
wait, okay. They're like upset that the horse isn't stopping, but they're just yelling at the horse. Do they expect the horse to understand English? I mean, it's a fucking horse, dude. Of course it's not stopping just because you say, hey, I'm the cops. Fucking horse doesn't know what cops is. Maybe give it a carrot and then it'll stop.
I'm gonna see if I can get in front of him and slow down.
421.
521.
You're
18, check out.
We might have it stopped. Nope. Disregard. He just rammed it into my car. Hey!
I don't think he
Stop
ran
your
it into
horse.
the car. I think the horse just kept walking.
Stop your horse.
Why are they
Stop your horse. Get.
Okay, Okay, they're talking like they've never seen an animal before. What do they mean, stop your horse? It's an animal, it's not a car. Okay.
It's your horse.
That's where you guys live.
And the horse is stopped. It's not fucking moving. What are they talking about? What do they want him to
Grab
do?
your
Turn the
horse.
horse off?
We're just coming to help.
Okay, grab the horse so it doesn't do any more damage, please. It's
What
rammed it into
damage
my
has
car
the horse
already.
done? Your car is fine. It's a horse. You're acting
Watch
like he
yourself.
crashed
He's
into
coming
you at
around
like
to grab him.
60
I don't want him
miles per
backing
hour.
up and
Go ahead.
all right, get him over here.
Get him over here.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
21.
We have
Well,
a buggy stop.
For
Well,
right
this is
now,
legal.
until I can determine on who you are, let me see your hand. I'm going to detain you.
All right.
All right?
Yep.
I saw
Bleeding from the back.
Bleeding?
Yeah.
where.
He seems pretty coherent for being passed out drunk. I would expect him to be more
All
like
right.
angry.
Come on.
418 SO4.
Just leave him right there. No, leave him right there.
Move your car forward.
No, just hang on.
Yeah, hit your car more. That's it.
Just hold him. Don't let him move.
418, go ahead. You start 29 for a head injury for the driver.
What you got in your pocket? You got
Head
anything
injury.
that's
When
going to
did
stick me
he
or
get
poke me?
injured?
Shouldn't be. No, I got my wallet,
You hit the car. Not my fault.
change, wallet.
418, you still on head. Right.
Well, how do you guys normally keep them removed? Move the damn car. Move the car.
There's post notice on him.
He just had a dollar bill in his pocket.
49, that's affirmative. We were on 19.
Okay, is the rest of this video them just arresting him, or is there more with the horse? I don't know, I'll just watch the rest of the video, why not?
Well, I got to get him in here first, then I can move it.
Okay, yeah, 17 here.
They're gonna scare that horse. That's all they're doing right now, is scaring the horse.
My brother's horse. I know where.
463-243. Repeating, Victor Adam, 463-243.
How did these people get over here so fast? Is he like right by the Amish colony or whatever it is? I don't think they live in colonies. I don't
got
know what it's
around
called.
him
I don't know any
and had him
Amish people,
stop.
clearly.
And he stopped in the road, and then when I got out, he went to go around me and just rammed it right to, and he got busted his head and fell out in the damn ditch.
What's up here? Pause? Good boy.
Sometimes you can't control it. I understand that. Not when you're sleeping. Was he sleeping?
Oh, he's passed out cold. We're running the siren. I'm banging on the side of the buggy.
Beer in there.
He's drunk as shit. There's beer still in there.
Okay, I didn't know. I wasn't home. I didn't know he was doing anything.
Why are they being so
I had-
mean to
he
these
was
people
stopped.
who aren't associated
He
with
hasn't
this?
moved.
Well, I mean, they're
pulled
probably
mine up.
associated with the guy, but
It's
they're
all
not
over the
drunk.
back.
They're
Oh
not
shit, maybe
driving, if
puke.
you
I
can
don't
call
know.
this that.
And
Does
I
this
started
count?
walking around the corner of the car to grab the reins, and that's when he fucking took off.
Dude, I would have stopped here, man.
You couldn't catch him. Every time you get beside of him, he'd freaking speed up.
Okay, so my conclusion for that is that apparently cops do not know what a horse is. I'm putting this onto full cam so I can just browse around YouTube without getting my shit banned by Twitch, because YouTube does not have the same toss as Twitch at all. There's a bunch more stuff you could do on YouTube. Anyway, I'm gonna look for some more videos to watch. Oh my god, I just got reminded. Holy shit. Okay, so I live in California. If you don't know, I do not live in LA specifically, but I do live in California, the state. And recently there was these dudes on bikes doing like basically like a gang takeover drive-through thing. I don't know. I'm not in a gang. I have never been in a gang. I don't know how gangs work. So they were doing this chase. Like, the police were chasing them and the news was filming it, but it got to a point where it was like The police were just chasing them so bad. I've seen clips of this. I haven't seen the whole thing, but like the police were just basically escorting them at one point. Like they were literally giving them a police escort. It was so fucking funny, and the chase it went on for so long. It went on for so long. Oh my god, that's fucking crazy. Anyway, I hope I don't get copyright striked for showing like news channels and stuff. Anyway, I'm just searching for the video right now, and I also need to change something really quick. Anyway. Okay, so let me find the bike gang police chase. That's not it. That's not it. How fucking often does this happen? Some of these aren't even in LA. Oh, I found it. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna switch to full cam right now. Not full cam. I'm on full cam. I'm gonna switch to you can see the fucking video cam. That's what I'm gonna switch to. Anyway. So the one I'm gonna watch right now is this one. CHP in pursuit of 2 dirt bikes. It starts with 2 dirt bikes and then they like call in backup. It's fucking crazy. It's so
phone. I've also seen them look up into the sky either.
The channel I am watching this from is NBC LA. If you want to see the original video for yourself, it is not my video. We don't need the chat's replay on. I don't want to see the chat. But we're gonna see the chat, I guess.
Assuming maybe, you know, you're the authorities or just maybe looking out to see if that CHP or the sheriff's chopper's overhead. Where are we now?
So we're still in the Boyle Heights area, so right at the split between
Boyle
the 5
Heights
and the
is
60.
such a shit name for a city. I don't
They did
care what
complete that
anyone
transition,
says.
I believe, to the 60 East.
Okay.
So yeah, so they're continuing eastbound here on the 60 at Lorena. And I'm just trying to hear what the CHP is planning to do on this one, because again, airship only. They do have the LA County Sheriff's airship overhead, and I did see the CHP airship when we were arriving as well.
There we
go. That
go.
was a CHP unit that just passed by. So we'll see if they try to get behind these guys again. It seems like when they're not behind them, they tend to slow down a little bit, drive a little bit better.
They're not scared.
So we'll see how much the CHP can do on this one with their inability to weave in and out of traffic the way that these 2 motorcyclists can.
Yeah, we saw a great example of that just now. The CHP officer got right behind them, but then no, they're able to.
Okay, so CHP is clearly the one chasing them. If you don't know, that stands for California Highway Patrol. They are the cops that manage all the road shit. Why are the cops not on motorcycles? Why are the cops in cars? That is clearly not good for a motorcycle chase.
Maneuver and now take off.
Yeah, and I just heard that officer that we saw, he says he can't chase them. He says there's too much traffic. I need to cancel. So we won't see that unit get directly behind these guys. And in a way, I think it might be for the best, because when those units are directly behind them, we have seen them drive a lot more recklessly.
Well, if I had
They're
cops
so
behind me, I'd be
brazen
trying to
about it,
fucking
so
escape too.
nonchalant as they drive
I'd
along
probably
the
be
freeway
freaking out
here.
too.
We want to remind our viewers this chase started just before 4 o'clock at 3:53 near 4th in Indiana.
Damn, so
Failure
it's
to
going.
yield to authorities.
It's been
and
going
now
on for 30
potentially
minutes
also
already.
wanted for
Holy
assault
shit!
on a deadly weapon,
This still
as
goes on
Eliana
for
was
39
explaining to us.
minutes.
At one point,
Got a
one
solid
of these
hour
gentlemen,
in.
at least one, tried to pit a motor officer with the CHP, which puzzles us because how do you do that? But you know, Eliana was explaining. Regardless, that is considered.
Oh my god, the newscaster. CHP tried to pit maneuver the bicycles. We're not really sure how they would fucking do that. Police are kind of fucking stupid for that. How the fuck do you pit maneuver a motorcycle? I don't know.
They're typically assault on a peace officer, so they're facing multiple charges at this point. And Eliana, I just go back to that dynamic. You're right. We see that CHP cruiser there, feet away from them, helpless because he's in a car and they're on motorcycles weaving in and out of traffic. They have free reign at this point. And you said there is a chopper overhead?
Yeah, so there's a chopper overhead, the Sheriff's Department, and I saw the CHP airship earlier as well. I believe they both might still be here. But they're continuing eastbound here on the 60, coming up at the 710. And yeah, sure enough, I do hear the airship talking on the radio now. So they are still overhead. And all they can really do is just track these guys from above, because even if you got a motor unit behind them, and the motor unit could zigzag in and out of traffic the way they are doing.
Why isn't there a motor unit, though? I don't understand.
Knowing that these guys tried to pit another officer earlier on, and knowing that they will very well go the wrong way on the freeway if they need to, it would just endanger the officers a little bit too much. So for now, airship only on this one.
Okay, so they're not chasing them because the
telling us
police
about
are
how they
scared of being
hand
in
off
danger. I mean, I guess that's understandable. Riding a
to join the
motorcycle is
chase,
kind
but
of scary.
like this is not going to happen right now because
I've
we saw
never
how
ridden a
ineffective
motorcycle.
that
I
is.
don't have a
Again,
motorcycle
chasing
license
them
or
on a
driving license
motorcycle
for that
sounds
matter.
simply dangerous. There's another officer right there. Let's see what happens this time.
Yeah, so there's a CHP unit.
He's
that
quite
was
the
close.
position.
Wow.
He's trying to pit him. He's
picking
not.
up a little
There's
speed.
no
Yeah,
fucking
he
way
saw
we're about to
they
see
saw
this guy
that
try and
unit,
pit
so
a
they're out of
motorcycle.
here. So now they're in the center divider there. That's not a lane. That's where you'd be if you broke down, flat tire, car disabled. And that always really worries me when they do stuff like this, because, of course, if you're there disabled, you're completely helpless. And these guys come speeding at you at not incredibly fast speeds, but still about 40 miles an hour, which will still
okay. If someone were broke, because the part of the road there, if you didn't hear her really, the part of the road they're on right now is the part where you go if you're broken down. If someone was broken down on the road and they, like, were zooming down and they just fucking full on crashed into them, then, like, I don't think the car would be the one in danger or the person in the car. I think since these guys are on motorcycles, they'd be the ones more likely to get hurt. I don't think it's really a huge danger to the cars around them. Like that they're driving on here, because if they hit a car, they're fucked. They're so dead. They're done.
Quite some damage, and there's two of them. But two young men here on what appear to be some sort of dirt bike, no helmet. That absolutely concerns me.
Who gives a shit if they have no helmet?
Appears to be a little bit older of the two.
They're clearly idiots. Why do you expect them to have a helmet?
Continuing to try to evade the police here eastbound on the 60.
I think that's the thing I'm wondering about, Kathy, is like, what is the plan? You know, they don't clearly happen to have a plan about where they're going. They kind of just seem to be going where the road takes them. And he's texting the whole time. You got to wonder if he's trying to get in touch with a family member, someone of that sort, somewhere where they can go potentially hide out and ditch the bikes.
Or get a car.
Or that.
Yeah, it very well is possible that they're just trying to get in communication with someone that could possibly stop somewhere and give them a ride. We have seen that happen in pursuits where people coordinate with a friend, and the friend will come and pick them up. One time I covered a pursuit where the guy was in a car and he coordinated with a friend to set up a running motorcycle for him. And this was in the North Hollywood area. Set up a running motorcycle for him.
Is this the one where they did it under a bridge?
Jumps on the bike and off he went, and he was never caught.
If you're wondering what I'm talking about, there was another police chase like a month or so ago, and it might have been Lancaster. I don't know. But basically, the guy went under a bridge, so the helicopter here couldn't see him, and he just got in another car and he got away. As far as I know, he just actually got away with it. He just set up a car under a bridge to go get, and that was the end of that.
It's happened before, and it'd be interesting to see what happens on this one.
All right, let's see what they're going to do right now. Every time they've been in the far lane, the CHP has been able to come up and, I'm thinking maybe the plan is to be able to get behind them, but I don't know. They're back now on the other side making a left-hand turn right there in traffic, splitting now. Look at this.
Going against traffic yet again.
Wow. This is concerning. The young man in the blue bike, he's the wrong way, so that is very dangerous.
Another
and
officer?
now his friend's going to go wrong way, too. Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God, they're going to get fucking murdered.
They just want...
I don't think they get hit,
They just
though.
want
I'm
an
pretty
accident to
certain
happen
they
at
don't.
this point. That is wild, some of these antics that we're seeing. They're turning around on the freeway now, continuing back now westbound 60.
Okay, so obviously that was somewhat of a plan that they had to do that, or they're following one another. Leads me to believe that maybe they are going to try to, you know, hook up with someone, like have a car, have a place to go. But
no,
otherwise,
they're
it's
just straight up gonna ride this shit out.
That is very dangerous.
Absolutely, very dangerous, and I'm just so concerned because they're not wearing a helmet. Even if you're wearing a helmet and you're involved in a motorcycle accident or even a cycling accident without a helmet, you can be very injured. So
yeah, you'll fucking die. That's asking to die. What do you mean very injured? You're gonna get fucked. Are you out of your mind that you run into a car on a motorcycle and you think you're gonna get out of that alive? Tough fucking luck.
Officer right there behind him.
And he's just going to drill
do it. Try and pit him.
There's really nothing he can do. He can't try to block them. They might fall. He can't pit them. They'll get hurt. They can't spike them. So all they can really do is just try to intimidate them and try to get them to just pull over. But clearly they've had plenty of opportunity and they continue.
I mean, if you're going to go on a police chase, you might as well do it on a motorcycle if the police are just so incapable of stopping you.
Anytime they see a car behind them.
That might actually be a strat.
Yeah, absolutely. It's this cat and mouse situation. Southbound on the 710. The rider in the blue is in the lead. It's always very busy here at this transition from the 60 to the 710, so that's why we're seeing this traffic, especially on a Thursday afternoon. So any southbound drive that they pick is going to look like this right now, unless they make their way all the way to Santa Fe Springs. That's where the freeway does open up a little bit, but any southbound drive that they pick in this general area is going to be very busy.
What makes me nervous is we've already seen they are willing to take chances. They are willing to go the wrong way and to do some dangerous maneuvers. And I think of the other drivers who don't know what's coming at them.
They never see them coming, especially when they're splitting lanes. It takes just one driver to make the wrong move or at the worst time, and these motorcyclists are out. You know, I think about
they're gonna fucking die if they get hit by a car. I don't know why they don't just say that. They are going to die.
Oh, it's so dangerous, so reckless up against that wall. More often than
Shameless
not, it's
advertising from
motorcyclists who
Amazon
tend to get
right there.
away
How
in
dare
these
you?
chases, and it's so frustrating to watch these two just be so brazen about it. And almost like you said, joyride. It's almost like they're having fun.
They are having fun. I'd be having fun
young
too,
as well.
honestly, if
So
I was this stupid.
They may just not be thinking this one's to the end of what the possible outcomes could be of what they're doing. It's one thing to just run away from the police, but the fact that they're also wanted for attempting that pit maneuver on that motor officer, I don't know that they even understand the trouble that they've gotten themselves into. The best thing they could really do is just pull over before they're able to add additional charges, because every time they're running a red light, every time they're
Okay, wait. Yes, obviously, me, the newscaster, everyone watching this, knows that the best thing that they can do for themselves is pull over so they don't get more charges. Obviously, that is the case. But you see, what we're doing right here, me and you, newscaster lady, we're thinking. And these guys clearly are not doing that. They're not thinking about the long-term consequences of this, because I don't care. I don't see why she's talking like these are just rational people, like making a mistake. Like, this is intentional. They're not thinking like we are.
All of that gets added up. The officer who's in charge of writing the report at the end of his shift will add on every single...
Wait. Why are my frames dropping? What's going on? Why? Hello? Are we good? Okay, I think we're fine. Okay, sorry, that scared me. I didn't know what the fuck just happened. My frames just started dropping all of a sudden, and I was worried my life was gonna go down. We'll get back to the video.
Every single violation, and all of that gets added to their charges. So really the best thing they could do at this point is pull over, but they're obviously not going to listen to me if they're not listening to the police. But continuing here, right at the interchange of the 5 and the 710, I think they completed the transition of the southbound 5. Yep, southbound 5 now on the Santa Ana freeway.
Well, they'd be smart to listen to you, Eliana, but clearly that's not the case here. This is a strange thing I'm going to bring up here, but could the CHP shut down the freeway ahead of this, potentially, if they had a cruiser up ahead? Or is it just too risky to get in front of...
Yes, they could shut down the freeway. They could easily do that. I'm assuming they're cops. They can do whatever they want. But why would they do that for these two guys who are not armed, as far as I know? They're not hitting anyone. They're not trying to commit crimes actively, apart from just going on a fucking joyride. It would not be worth pissing off all the people of LA by shutting down a highway, because road rage is real, especially in LA. Okay, I don't drive, but I know how driving works. I've been in a fucking car, obviously. So say you're at a light and you stop for that long, for that pause that I just did, people get so mad that they'll start honking at you. Like, it's crazy. You can't just shut down a highway. There'd be a fucking riot.
One of these guys, considering they had already tried that pit on a motor officer.
Yeah, let me answer your question after I correct myself, Jonathan. They completed the transition, but it continued on to the 710 South. So they're on the 710 South. But to answer your question, yes. And when we first heard about this pursuit, I actually did hear CHP asking for additional units to come to the scene and block off the freeway up ahead. But the motorcycles never got that far. And even if they had, they were driving the wrong way at the time. They were driving southbound on the northbound lanes of the 5 freeway. So
why did we miss that? Why weren't we
going to be
filming
little
that?
that the CHP can do, even if when it comes to blocking the freeway, considering that these guys are on a motorcycle, they can just jump in the emergency lane and continue on from there.
And who's to say they won't turn around on the freeway and go backwards anyway?
Oh, absolutely, and they have 2 times already.
Wow.
When they were on the 710 freeway and when they were on the 5, when this pursuit first kicked off, they were driving the wrong way. So it was a little confusing as we were approaching the scene because we were hearing the CHP say that they were southbound but northbound, and they had a unit paralleling on the opposite side of the freeway. So it was very confusing initially. But again, the pursuit continues southbound on the 710, approaching Washington Boulevard. They've gotten off here before, so let's see if they do it again.
Yeah, I was curious if they were making a move now to change a direction or to get off or to do something, because it does seem like that in a way, but we'll have to wait and see what happens as we continue to follow these two. Right now, CHP really doesn't have many options besides what we were talking about, closing down the freeway. Can't do a pit maneuver.
But why would they close down the freeway for these two guys? I don't understand why the newscasters keep bringing that up. It's ridiculous. Why would you close down the freeway for this? Why?
At a moment's notice, they've even gone the wrong direction at times.
And we're now 40 minutes into this chase. The best option right now for officers is chasing this like we are from the air. Eliana mentioned we have a sheriff's crew, a chopper overhead. CHP has their air units overhead as well, chasing these people. 2 of them on bikes, wanted for failure to yield and then the potential of assault with a deadly weapon on an officer. They do seem to be kind of in a pattern somewhat. They really haven't left, Eliana, the East LA area.
Yeah, that's probably where their gang is. Why are they not putting together this gang shit?
Neighborhood, an area that they're familiar with, because really the furthest we got was about Commerce before they turned around and went back towards East Los Angeles. And they've been on the same freeways, the 710, the 60, and the 5. They really haven't jumped on anything else. So that leads me to believe they're very familiar with this general East LA area and are probably just trying to figure out when is the right time to try to ditch these bikes, likely at their home or a friend's house, or even a parking structure, the very popular parking structure that we typically see in pursuits, where people think that that's the best way to ditch the vehicle and take off running. But if these bikes have any sort of a registration license plate, then police would be able to trace it back to these guys. But they appear to be some sort of dirt bikes, so they may not have any sort of registration at all.
I don't think dirt bikes have
And
license plate on them. I could be wrong. I don't ride dirt bikes.
It's not going to work.
I'm gonna look it
because,
up
as
right
you
now if
said,
dirt bikes
the
have
Sheriff's Department
licenses on them.
has a helicopter above them, so they are following them just like we are.
Yeah, and they actually have 2 helicopters, so even if the Sheriff's Department were to lose them, the CHP airship is here as well. So they've got 2 sets of eyes on these guys. They've got the media overhead as well, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for them to get away, unless they split up. That would actually be if they're just trying to...
Okay, so in California, at least, dirt bikes are required to have license plates because they're a vehicle. That's like as far as I know on that. But these guys are already doing illegal activity, so I'm just gonna go ahead and assume they're not following the law with that, and they don't have a license plate on. So the police are kind of fucked
Get
here.
away from the police.
Admittedly,
That
they're
might
kind of
actually
like
be
screwed.
the best way for them to do that, but they've stuck with each other the entire time. One man, in the white bike there, he does appear to be the older of the two. He's the one that was on the phone. It does appear like he's kind of running the show a little bit, and his buddy there in the blue is just trailing behind him, because we really haven't seen him lead the way for the most part. So continuing though, southbound 710 coming up to Florence.
This is not the point. But this is a nice dirt bike, honestly. If this replace this white with black, all the red decals on it, this is like my dream dirt bike. If I were to have a dirt bike, that is a fucking just gorgeous dirt bike. Oh, I love it.
They're south than we've gone, so we'll see if they decide to get off the freeway and go back north.
It's fascinating to watch them communicate in real time while the one on the white bike is also, texting or talking on the phone at times. The other option too, Eliana, I mean, the possibility they run out of gas at any moment.
Wouldn't that be nice, Jonathan? I think that if one of them runs
I'm
out of
pretty
gas,
sure
I can only
later in the
imagine
case,
that the other one would
in
stick
the
with them.
chase,
They've
they
stuck
actually
with each
stop
other
at
the
a gas
entire
station
time,
to
but
get
that is
gas,
an
like
excellent point.
actually in the
We
middle
don't
of
know
the
how much
chase.
gas they started off with, and we don't know how long they were riding prior to the pursuit breaking out. So maybe, no, gonna get back on the freeway. It looked like maybe they were gonna try to get off there at Florence, but they're gonna continue southbound on the 710. I widened out the shot. I want to see how close the nearest unit is, but I don't see a unit within at least a quarter mile. But in a way, that's good, because when there were units behind them, they do tend to drive a little bit more dangerously.
And the shoulder's so dangerous. It's not just the proximity to the cars like here where it gets really narrow. There's so much debris that builds up there on the side of the freeways. And with motorcycles, they're just not...
No, he's actually not wrong. I have seen so much shit on the side of roads in California. I shit you not. Recently, like this year, at the time it's January 30th when I'm recording this, if you're watching it later, if this turns into a video, I swear to you, when I was on the fucking road to somewhere out, to a town I'm not gonna say because it is very close to my town, and I don't want people finding out where I live. While I was on the way there, we were driving along like a strip of road. It was basically a highway, because California has a lot of highways. Everything's a fucking highway. If you're going to another town, you're probably going to be on a highway. Anyway, we were going down this road, and on the side of the road, there was a fucking mannequin. There was a mannequin on the side of the goddamn road. It scared the shit out of me. I thought I was seeing a dead body. I thought I was about to be in a fucking true crime video, bitch. It was insane. It was, like, after I realized it was a mannequin, it was pretty funny. But initially, I was just freaking the fuck out, man. I was like, dude, I'm seeing a body right now. Someone fucking died. Okay.
Not as forgiving as if they were in a car.
No, I was thinking about that. You try to stay out of that area because you can get flat tires. You try to just stay out of that area.
Is he
So
flipping
I was
someone
thinking
off?
about that if they were to
Or
disable
no, I think
their
he's
bikes
waving.
in some way. But the other thing that makes me nervous, Ileana, is they get so close to some of these cars. And Jonathan, you were saying it. You don't know what a driver's going to do. They may not see them. They're not well protected.
You don't know if a driver's going to cut you off. Yeah, you don't know if a driver's going to cut you off. If a driver's just not going to see you. It's always extra dangerous when you're on a motorcycle on the freeway. The danger level really is highest for them than it really is for anybody else. But they continue to trek along here southbound on the 710 freeway. The man on the white bike, he was still on his phone there just a second ago, and he is now. He was signaling to his friend some sort of instructions, but hard to say what the game
probably
plan
stay
is
close
here.
to me so we don't get
Using
fucking
that right
arrested
shoulder
or
to
hit
get
by a
by.
car.
This is not a carpool. There's no carpool on the southbound 710, so this is the emergency lane. This is where you'd be if you got a flat. This is where you'd be if you were disabled. So it really does make it dangerous for anybody who may be up ahead in this lane.
I'm looking at a note from our assignment desk that a dirt bike fully fueled may be able to travel anywhere between 50 and 80 miles, obviously given how fast they're going. But yeah, I mean, that's not a long distance, certainly not what a car can do or maybe a regular motorcycle.
Yeah, it really isn't a lot, all things considered. And when you think about how long we've been following this and knowing that it started off maybe about 10 minutes prior to that, they've been riding for quite a while. So we'll start to see indications of them maybe start to run out of gas. If you see them start to shake the bike, they're just trying to get a little more gas in there by moving it around a bit. So if we see them
What? Does that... Okay, is that a thing? Can you get more gas out of the gas you have left in a dirt bike by shaking it? Anyone who's ridden a dirt bike in their life, please tell me, because genuinely that's so... Why would that give you more gas? I don't know. I don't know anything about cars. I don't know about
Start
dirt
to kind of
bikes
shake
and
around
shit.
the bike, then that's how we'll know that they're probably starting to run out of gas.
All right, right now we want to bring in CHP Officer Luis Quintero. Luis, are you with us right now?
Yes. Hi.
Officer, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us as we follow this very reckless and dangerous chase here in the East LA and Commerce area. I think right now we're in Southgate. This is tricky, to say the least, right? We've seen some CHP cruisers get very close, but obviously, you know, they can't get close enough. These guys are just weaving in and out of traffic. What is the strategy here? Do you just stick with it from the air at this point?
So
Yeah.
that's exactly
What
what
else are
we're
you
doing
gonna
right now. First of all, thank you for having me. Our airship is following, our helicopter is following this pursuit. Since it's very difficult for our cruisers on the ground to maneuver through traffic, we are seeing moderate to heavy traffic, which is why it makes it even more dangerous. These motorcycle riders are splitting lanes using all lanes, the center divider, the right shoulder. So if you're going through the area of this East LA Commerce 710 heading southbound, we advise motorists to just be aware, don't make any abrupt movements, and just remain calm. Our officers are trying to catch up. We're going to stay behind these vehicles until they either voluntarily give up, they run out of gas, or somehow become disabled, and we're hoping no accidents occur since they're like all over the roadway at this moment.
Yeah, Officer Quintero, two of the things that trouble me the most is that they're willing to go the wrong direction on freeways, and also this trying to do a pit maneuver with a CHP officer. Have you heard any more about that?
It looks like these riders are doing everything they can to try to get away from our officers, and we're going to stick to them. They could be dangerous, and at one point we did see them go wrong way. Our officers are continuously evaluating the situation and assessing the situation.
Okay, that's just a lot of the same shit. I'm gonna skip to something else. Just like when something happens, because it's just them talking right now. Okay, so this point is where the other people join in, so I'm gonna go here. Because we don't need to see just people talking about the chase. I'm talking about the chase. We don't need two people doing it. Stop trying to take my job, CHP man. Fuck off.
Multiple things that they're violating here. Officers are trying to bring an end to this as safe and as soon as possible. We don't know exactly what they're going to do, and we're hoping for a good outcome.
Well, look at this. It looks like that one driver was motioning to them a little bit. So I don't know if that's part of it or he just, whoever it is, sees them and is, but there was definitely some motioning there. And that was one of our ideas, officer, is that they might try to get a car or get some help from someone, because we've seen that before.
That could be a possibility. It seems like they're panicking at this time, and they're just trying to get away. They don't really have a good plan, or they don't have anything could happen at this moment. Our officers are going to stay behind them. There's nowhere to go, and you could tell they're starting to feel that pressure. Our helicopters overhead.
Yeah, they probably have like 4 helicopters following them, because this is not the only news station that's streams
we want to go back up right now to our Eliana Moreno overhead in News Chopper 4. Eliana, we did get some new information from Officer Luis Quintero with CHP mentioning that their initial want was reckless driving.
Hey there, Jonathan. Yeah, and as Officer Quintero was talking, the two riders made the transition to the westbound 105.
Yeah! Woo! More people!
These guys out to me. He says it's a group of...
I was waiting for it. Yeah, baby. Here we go.
Joining the pursuit, but perhaps they were just in the area. Let's cross our fingers.
Yeah.
Some sort of
Woo!
coordinated
We're getting a full party going on now.
The pursuit to try to blend in with a group of riders, but it just so happened to be, I guess, that there was a group of riders in the general area. We're just off of Imperial Highway, which runs parallel to the 105 freeway. We're near the Wilmington Avenue exit. I'll widen out the shot so we can see how many guys are out here. There's a few guys doing wheelies. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh Yeah, baby.
This is interesting.
Yeah,
I can't say
let's
that,
get the wheelies
that this
in.
is a circumstance that they just happen to fall into a group of other riders. We do know that one guy in the pursuit, the one on the white bike, he was on his phone for an awful long time. So I don't know if he
look at
got
this
his
blue
friends to
guy
come
over
out
here.
with him.
Woohoo!
If he did, and if they
Listen,
were
they're having
dumb
so
enough
much
to come
fucking
out here
fun.
and join the
They're having a
pursuit,
great
then they're all going to be detained when this pursuit comes to an end. But to make something that was already dangerous even more dangerous by adding more riders is beyond me.
All right, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see if
they're just
these
showing off for
other
the cameras
riders
now. That's
stick
so
with
funny,
them
dude.
and are with them, or if they're just trying to convince them to pull over. But right now, they are sticking with them, and it is a bunch. This is the strangest thing. I tell you what, but it looks like maybe they're not going to stick with them. So maybe they were just trying to convince them.
So here we are.
And
I wondered about
yeah,
this.
here's where they get gas. They literally stop at the gas station.
Where they pull over and get gas right in the middle of a chase. And then they're good for another 50 to 80 miles. And no, they're clearly with these people. This is not a coincidence.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I can't call 12 people to come save me in a pursuit, and somehow these guys,
there's just helicopters flying all around this gas station. The poor owner of the gas station is like, what the fuck did I do to get raided by the cops right now?
They're getting gas. They really are getting gas. How can this be possible? Well, there's no units here.
Well, they haven't paid for anything yet.
We've got the helicopters overhead.
Oh,
and
he's
so,
going to pay. This one is...
The friend is going to pay. So the friend is going to pay, and they're going to try to get as much gas as they can before the units pull up. But again, there were no units here. It was just the helicopters. So the helicopters are now coordinating the response here from the ground units to try to get.
So I'm going to go ahead and assume that they know what they're doing here. They probably do, right? I hope they escape. I do not endorse crime. Oh, hey, Paper Goose, what's up? I didn't see your chat till just now. Yeah, they do actually escape, I believe. I'm pretty damn certain they escape anyway.
To the Chevron gas station to detain these guys, and now they're not only going to be focusing on
right now,
original individuals,
okay,
they're also going to want
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna skip ahead in the video a little bit because this is just literally them getting gas and then keeping on going. So wouldn't this be a really stupid thing to do? Because couldn't the police just like pull their cards from the pump if they use their cards that have their legal name on it? Maybe they used a prepaid card, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna skip to something more interesting going on. Doing more wheelies, of course, it's sick. And then, okay, yeah. So it's like right here. I think they just get together and they like...
Community.
I don't know what they do. They managed to get away somehow.
Really
I don't know if
they
they've
know
been
they're going to get caught eventually, and they're just having fun. Yeah, I just really think that. Or he wouldn't be doing this. They'd be trying to get away. They know. They know. It's just really dangerous for other people.
Of course they know. They know what they're doing. They're having fun. They probably used Olive Garden coupons to pay. That would be a strategy. You know what? Cops, they never expect the old Olive Garden coupon strat. So, have at it, biker guys.
It's just a waste of time. And I think that's what's so ridiculous to me watching this in real time and how much this has grown. How many people are we talking about now? Could you widen up just a little bit?
Yeah, let's widen out. I'm going to put it at about a dozen, but I think it's growing.
Oh my god, there's just more and more people joining
I
now.
counted at about 18.
Did you? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's really incredible. And as you said, just a waste of resources. When you think about all that law enforcement in the LA area has gone through in the last week with our fires.
So yeah, they're getting off their bikes or ditching the bikes or something. They're doing something. I don't know what they do.
They don't get to go home to their families. They have to stay on shift for very long shifts. And when they do get to go home, it's very short periods of rest before they're back out on the front lines of the fires. So it's really upsetting.
Why are they talking about
right
firefighters now?
Would just waste
I mean, like, yeah, again, fires are
like
like a pretty
that and waste their
substantial thing in California.
knowing everything that our community is going
Group
through.
selfie, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're just taking a group selfie.
Until
It looks like, I'm pretty sure one of the guys filmed on Instagram live. I'm actually not kidding. I'm pretty sure he was live on
Instagram. Now that the two guys that kicked this off have full tanks, who knows how long we might be following.
Right, we're going to let you get some information. Stay with your picture right here. Incredible, but now it's all coming clear for me. I understand why they tried to pit a CHP officer because there's just no logical thought to this. This is insane.
There is no thought as we approach here. They're on Imperial Highway highway. This is around the 110 and 105 interchange. They've been mostly, because they've been split on the streets and on the freeway, but since coming back on the streets, they met up with other
they're probably
bikers.
trying to
started with
escape
2
all of them,
people
but they have to
wanted
do
for
that
reckless
slowly.
driving on dirt bikes in the East LA area. That happened around 3:53 in the afternoon, and now we're overhead. Eliana, give us.
If you don't know what's going on here, it's pretty obvious to me because I live in California. I know how gangs and shit works. What they're doing is called a street takeover, I believe. It's where they just they're basically flexing that they can get away with doing whatever they want on the cops. That is why they're doing wheelies and shit. Like they're showing off, and it's an intentional thing because this is clearly a biker gang. As far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty certain it is. Anyway, there's a lot of gang activity in California and like America in general. About other countries, I don't really know, but as far as here, yeah, gangs.
What's your exact location? We understand they've made their way over to like the 110, 105.
I mean, it's working
split.
because they look awesome. Yeah, it definitely works.
Exactly where they're at.
This stream went like super viral. I think Moist Critical watched it. I don't know if they got caught either. They don't get caught. I know they don't get caught within this live stream. Cause what is it? What do they do? I can't remember how this ends. I don't think this... Is this the original live stream? I don't know. They don't get arrested on live anyway. I'm fairly certain. I could be wrong.
The nearest intersection, the major intersection coming up is going to be Hoover. And they continue to do wheelies up and down Imperial Highway here. And it's just dangerous because they could very easily fall. And a fall even at these speeds is still going to be very painful. And I have a feeling that
okay, if they're doing shit like wheelies, I don't think they're gonna fall off their bike unless they get hit. But they don't seem like they're gonna get hit anytime soon.
They're still good to go. They've got full tanks and they've got a little army here on Imperial Highway in the South Los Angeles area.
Eliana, if they stay on Imperial Highway, they're going to hit LAX eventually. How does that complicate things, given that the chase is really happening from only the air?
It will complicate things because then we're going to have those flight restrictions with LAX, and even for the police ships.
That's actually a good strategy. So if you're wondering what they're talking about with LAX, airports have their own airspace. Like literally, like you know how you can own land, you can own airspace as well if you have planes and stuff like that. So LAX, huge airport, they have a lot of airspace, but the reason it is a strategy for the people getting chased to go to LAX is because police helicopters cannot go in that airspace. News helicopters cannot go in that airspace. And the helicopters are the hardest things for the people to escape in this police chase, because, like, you know, how do you do that apart from getting under a bridge? But the best way to do that would probably be going by LAX if you're in LA, because they just have so much airspace. There's no way the police or, like, a news helicopter would get in there.
The LAX controller, even though they want to allow them in, they can't. Sometimes they have too many planes landing or taking off, and it's just simply impossible. So that is a time when it might be possible for them to get out of the sight of the law enforcement airship and get away. We've seen a number of pursuits as of late where people will go to LAX, perhaps knowing that the airship can't follow them, and then they go into a parking structure. Now, there's a lot of cameras in those parking structures, and eventually they could figure out where the person went, but at least immediately it is an opportunity for them to
Look at this dude right here.
Well, we asked what the plan is, and it looks like they're stopped here, and it looks like they were talking. They might be trying to come up with a plan of which direction to go. Who knows?
And you mentioned something earlier,
Why are they
Kathy,
following
just about
traffic laws right
they're
now?
just
They
out
just
having
go.
fun. Some of them were recording this. They got out off their bikes to record with their cell phones.
That's what they were doing.
Obviously, they're going to post this somewhere, and then now they're back out. We want to remind our viewers.
Okay, after
you're
this
watching
video's
the
over, I'm gonna
NBC4
look to
News
see if
at
they got
5
arrested
o'clock.
or if I could
We're
find
following
the
this
Instagram
chase
live or whatever they were
initially
doing.
involved 2 dirt bikes wanted for reckless driving that started in the East LA area just before 4 p.m. We've been on the chase since about 4:15, and within the last 20 minutes, we saw those 2 riders join up with about 16 other, mostly dirt bike riders. There are some ATVs out there, We're now in the
The
South
ATVs
LA
are sick,
area
though.
on Imperial Highway heading towards the LAX area.
And we were concerned about gas and how long they could go. And then sure enough, they drove into a gas station and filled up. We actually saw one of the new riders that joined them slide a card and get them gas. So they're off again. They're doing wheelies. They are circling in and out of traffic. So far,
Oh my
staying
God,
together.
look at this man.
And Ileana, the problem is
His love and life.
now you can't.
I don't think
them,
recording
you
yourself
can't
committing a
spike
crime and
strip them.
posting it to
Now
a
we don't know
personally
which
identifiable
direction they're
social
going.
media
They're not on
account
a
is very
freeway to
clever.
shut down a
Yeah, like imagine if I was doing an IRL stream right now and I was just stealing from a store, like literally filming it on my social media. You guys would know instantly that it was me. You could literally just tell the police, hey, this is, you know... Oh my God. Skill issue. Oh, why didn't the sound alerts thing play? Hang on. Does sound alerts not on? I'm sorry. Hang on, I'll play the sound clip for you. I'm not gonna make you waste your channel points. I'm playing it for you. Don't make me log in. Yeah, whatever. Skill issue, yeah, it didn't play. My alerts. That's not it. Where's skill issue? Hang on, I'm gonna find this. I'm literally just stopping that video to find it.
Skill issue.
That's not it.
Skill issue.
Well, you're getting a lot of skill issues here because I can't find the exact one it was.
Skill issue.
That one's funny.
Skill issue. Skill issue.
It's all the same clip. I can't, okay. What the fuck?
I'm about to ram this log up your ass and call it a skill issue.
Wait, okay, wait, hang on. We're keeping that one. Could you hear that? It was like, was it loud enough? I don't know what my volume set to. I'm gonna play it again because that's just so funny.
I'm about to ram this log up your ass and call it a skill issue.
Okay, 6 skill issues for the price of 1. What a deal. Hell yeah, dude. We love deals on this channel. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna put the police chase back on.
I'm wondering, have you heard what the
I'm sorry,
plan
that
is
stream
besides following
elements is
them
not
in the
working.
airship?
Not stream elements. Sound.
Pilot
Sound
James
alerts.
was
That's what
pointing
it
out
is.
that there was
I
a
will set
police
that up.
unit
I'll set that up right now.
where
Why
we
not?
just were a second ago. But again, there's very little that these ground units can do. They can't pit them. I mean, there's force in numbers. They want to pit a motorcycle anyway, but they can't pit them. They can't spike them. There's obviously not gonna
It's
run
still,
out of
yeah,
gas.
it's still not gonna, okay. Let's test it now. It's not working because, I switched to using OBS and my thing for, like, sound alerts is not on there. Hang on. I could probably add it right now. But I'm gonna switch to full cam to test that because I'm gonna have to look at my stream thing. I got refunded twice. Okay, yeah, then it's not working. I'll play it again. You can keep the refund, but I'll play it again.
I'm about to ram this log up your ass and call it a skill issue.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's see. How am I gonna set this up? Okay, wait, hang on. No, this is not how we do this. I have to set it up to Twitch, don't I? Okay, so while I'm doing this, I'm just going to tell random stories. Let's start with the story recently about, I don't know. I was suddenly going, what happens in my life that I can talk about? I don't know. Anyway, music. I could talk about music. Does anyone here know what the Wheel of Fifths is? Because I find that to be very interesting. 'Cause once you fucking understand it, it's very fun to use. But I'll talk about probably my favorite assignment that I've done for one. Okay. So that should be active on here. I need to add a new button for skill issue. I'm just saying what I'm doing right now. Don't make it for bits, make it for channel points. No, I don't want it to be for bits. Wait. Name skill issue volume bits. Heck. God damn it, I'm gonna have to reset this because it made it for bit. Okay. Anyway, so I was doing this assignment. I was doing an assignment, and basically what the assignment was is that I had to make a snare drum sound with a synthesizer, and if you don't know how you do that is it is shit. Hang on. God damn it. Okay, but why? I don't want it to be for bits. I don't want you to have to pay for this. Hang on. Why? It's because I'm not in channel points. Okay. So the channel points thing should work for skill issue. I'm doing this all kinds of wrong. I'm all stressed out because I'm doing this on live. Anyway, so what I had to do is I had to switch the type of waveforms. It was how do I delete you?
I'm about to ram this log up your
Well,
ass
you're gonna
and
hear
call
the
it a
thing
skill
right now because I have
issue.
to test out that it's the right soundbite. Anyway. It's still not gonna work because it's not on there. Hang on. I have to put the just give me a second here. What I need to do right now is I need to set it up. Hang on. I'll add browser. So, what was I talking about? Oh, that assignment. So, it was pretty easy. I just had to make the snare drum sound. You can probably see what I'm doing right now because it's showing up like I'm putting the browser source in. So, I'm just gonna test it right now. I'm gonna play test alert. Okay, sound alerts is set up at least on this thing. And now I need to set it up on God damn it, I hate having multiple scenes. Give me a second here. There we go. Okay, sound alerts is set up officially. So we can get back to this. Okay, I don't think anything else happens in this chase because it ends before the actual chase ends. So I'm just gonna look up and see if I can find the Instagram live. Hang on, let me look up. Biker chase LA. That's not LA. LA. Just come into okay. Two dirtbag riders who performed stunts while weaving through LA traffic in Los Angeles the Thursday night managed to evade authorities' official announcement on Friday. So, they did get away. That is confirmed. The incident began around 3:54 p.m. while several callers... I just fucking watch this. Several calls were made about it, blah, 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 blah. Less than 10 minutes later, drivers read dangerously. Yeah, okay, so they did not get caught. Yeah, no, nothing is saying they got caught. I'm just going to have to believe that they did not get caught. Let's watch some Sunny V2, actually. Sunny V2 makes good videos. I love his stuff. And there's a lot of videos by him I haven't seen. And since we're doing... Why is Jack Black losing followers? Okay. We need to see this, because I love Jack Black, personally.
God giveth me a voice.
Yeah, there you go. Woohoo! God giveth me a voice. Oh, I'm so glad that's working. So, okay, let's watch this Jack Black thing, because I'm curious. If you don't... Hang on. If you don't know who Sunny V2 is, this is his channel. You can see it right here. I'm going to keep it on screen. Absolutely love Sunny V2. He makes amazing videos. Go subscribe to him if you're not subscribed. He's awesome.
Jack Black is a national treasure. We must protect him at all costs. Comments such as this were normal just 1 year ago, but after a string of unexpected controversy, he's not only losing thousands of followers, but every Jack Black comment section is flooded with negativity. Compare this to only 11 months ago, when we listed Jack Black among celebrities who have basically zero haters. There was nothing controversial about him. In a Reddit thread asking about the most beloved celebrities, one of the top comments was Jack Black. He's just such a lovable guy. How
TTS really expensive though, inflation's Bidenomics or something. I don't know.
could you not like him? He never took life too seriously, always trolling the paparazzi and acting like a fool for the public's entertainment. By starting his own YouTube channel, Jack Black showed that actors are still just normal people.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Jack Black. This is my new YouTube channel, Jablinski.
Giving him a relatable edge that made his fans adore him. So when he'd faced his first controversy roughly 2 years ago, his audience was generally forgiving. Jack Black had shown his support for a charity named Autism Speaks. Articles explained in 2013.
Oh no. Why? If you don't know what Autism Speaks is, they're this horrible charity, if you can even call them that. They do a lot of, that doesn't make any sense. They do a lot of damage. In other words, you choose to silence the working class and only hear the rich and wealthy, which I have a voice despicable. I said I don't want them to be bits, alright? Give me a break. Pretty much all of my sound alerts will be for channel points, except the ones that I'm like doing something that that needs to be for bits, or else people will abuse it. Anyway, if you don't know what Autism Speaks is, Autism Speaks sucks dick. They fucking hurt the autistic community. I hate Autism Speaks. Fuck Autism Speaks. If I'm wrong about this, someone please feel free to correct me, but as far as I am aware, Autism Speaks hurts the autistic community, which is horrible. There's no reason to discriminate against people who are not neurotypical, okay? If you do that, please just get the fuck out of my channel and do not ever come back, okay? We support everyone here, not except Autism Speaks. Fucks Autism Speaks. You are not wrong. They are indeed cringe, as the kids would say. Yes, they are very cringe. They are a cringe company and they suck.
He hosted an Autism Speaks benefit, and in 2015 performed at the Lighted Up Blue Autism Speaks fundraiser. In 2018, he'd promote the charity via Twitter, perhaps ignoring it being extremely controversial. Autism Speaks hates autistic people. For over a decade, Autism Speaks tried to find a cure for autism. They treated autism like it was some.
Yeah. And that's really bad. If you don't know, people saying they want to cure autism, that is a very, very bad and hateful thing to say. You should not ever say that ever, because autism is not a disease. It is not a bad thing. It is not something that we should shame. Okay, I'm getting too worked up here.
Some type of disease that could be cured. People therefore complained on Twitter, friendly reminder that while Jack Black is currently trending, he has donated to ableist and eugenicist organizations like Autism Speaks and Next for Autism that focus on fixing and curing autism, a neurological condition. He has also attended Autism Speaks galas, yet his audience gave him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Jack didn't know it was a bad company and was just trying to do something good and got duped.
Okay, but that's just a dog shit take. If you're a celebrity, you have people talking to you 24/7, and you would be online 24/7. You would know how much people autism speaks. You would know how many people hate autism speaks. Is what I meant to say. People shit on autism speaks online all the time. If I know that autism speaks is a really shitty organization, if like normal people like me and like my viewers know that, Jack Black should know that. That's kind of on him. Again, I'm not gonna like unnecessarily hate on Jack Black, but that is a very, very harmful thing to do, and I can't support it even if it's Jack Black. It's awful. It's an awful, awful, awful charity. You should not ever support it.
Just playing devil's advocate, what if he's unaware of the problematic issues? Jack Black seems like a decent person.
I think as a public figure, you should also look at the people you work with. Absolutely. If, like say I'm able to take sponsorships, right? I don't because I don't get offered any really because I'm like a really small streamer, but I have like the ability to take sponsorships. If I were to take a sponsorship for a company that I knew was bad, I would expect everyone who watches me to tell me to go fuck myself, honestly, because that is my fault. That is something I should take responsibility for because it is my responsibility to make sure that I am only promoting shit that I think is good. And I think that is especially the same for someone with such a huge platform as Jack Black.
This explains why he'd also give political opinions, but with his comments now reading, never get political, it always ends wrong.
I agree with
this
that.
had become a primary reason for the fall of his reputation. Now, Jack Black has always been politically outspoken, but would make his arguments subtle and funny in the classic Jack Black style. For example, in 2017, Tenacious D performed This Government Totally Sucks, in which they joke about Benjamin Franklin getting naked and smoking weed. Similarly, in 2020...
Okay, I shouldn't be laughing at that because it's Ben Franklin. Getting naked and smoking weed sounds like a great time. I don't smoke, personally. I do use weed because I buy it legally. It's legal in my state, everything is fine. In my personal opinion, if you are not legally able to obtain weed yourself, you should not be using weed. Because I don't know, it's just dangerous to obtain it illegally, and it's illegal. But getting naked and smoking weed sounds like a wonderful time if you are of age, or you have, like, a medical thing, whatever. I have a medical thing for it.
Yeah, Jack Black made his own commercial, stating it's time to be a hero with a mask. Not this kind, but this kind, before jumping headfirst into his pool. Videos like that were pretty smooth and inoffensive,
Yeah.
However by 2020...
Ben Franklin rolling up a joint on a dollar pill with his face on it, that would be the ultimate flex. If we somehow managed to figure out how to, like, revive people or make clones of them, and they make like Ben Franklin, he should do a Twitch stream and he should smoke a joint out of a dollar bill. And if every president should do that out of whatever dollar bill that they're on, you know, if we manage to somehow revive people, I would fucking love to see that.
23, his political opinions were less about the comedy and significantly more direct. For example, he'd give his opinion on the Israel-Palestine war.
Wait, hang on, I want to read that.
Significantly more direct.
I don't know if Son is going to read it, but I want to read the whole thing. This says, and this is from Jack Black's Twitter account, these are not my opinions. I will say if I agree with something, I will say if I disagree with something. Do not take this as me just reading out my own opinions. Okay. Disclaimer out of the way, this says, it is absolutely reasonable and logical to be opposed to the Israeli government's treatment of Palestinians while simultaneously calling for the protection of Jews in Israel and around the world. Hamas is a terrorist organization that is attacking civilians by land, air, and sea. The images of kidnapped Israelis are shocking and devastating given the thousands of years of persecution on Jews. You know, please know that your Jewish friends, even if they are not in Israel, are hurting and fear. So okay, so he's siding with Israel. That's what he's doing. I'm not going to take a side in this. If you want my personal opinion, I don't think there's any reason that you should go to war with someone. I don't think there's any reason to hurt someone. I don't think there's any reason to kill people. I do not support the killing of people for any reason. I do not support harming people for any reason, okay? That is my personal beliefs. I'll go on record saying that. Hot take, I don't want people getting fucking hurt. Only the hottest takes here.
war, for which he was heavily criticized to the extent that people called for a Kung Fu Panda boycott. When he shared an image reading "Climate change is a human rights crisis," the comments again weren't too positive. Goodbye Jack, you lost me there. Nobody needs you to guide them politically. You're a professional court jester. That's why we watch you.
Damn.
OMG, LMFAO, Jack Black, you've gone down the gutter. In the meantime, about half of his Twitter became political retweets, peaking in June 2024 when Jack Black endorsed the president.
A few days ago, my manager called me and said George Clooney and Julia Roberts wanted me to help out the president, and I said, I am in. When and where?
He proudly reposted the video to his Twitter, but with almost as many replies as the post had likes, it's safe to say his message didn't land so smoothly. Love your work, I just wish you didn't endorse anyone. Hollywood needs to stay out of politics.
I agree. On my channel, I will never be talking about politics unless they relate to another issue. You can just support whoever you want, okay? I'm not gonna tell you what to believe politically. I'm not gonna tell you what to believe in any way. I think that everyone should go out and research and come to their own conclusions. You should not take my opinions for fact. You should not take Jack Black's opinions for fact, because they are opinions. And that goes to say with anyone. Literally anyone on Earth. Black Jack endorsing Bo Jiden. I know, right? I didn't expect him to be, like, actually political. I don't follow Jack Black's social media, because, to be quite honest, I don't care. I don't care what celebrities have to say on Twitter, for the most part, unless it's something regarding drama. So I did not know about any of this.
You were a part of a lot of people's childhood laughs. Now you're just a deadbeat sellout. What a shame. You've only alienated your fan base. We're here waiting for you to do better, although these were the more polite replies as they only got worse. Over 15,000 people supported a response reading, "Add Jack Black to the list of pedo-wood elites."
Whoa! Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Are we saying that Jack Black is the P word right now? Oh no, this is about to get scary. Hopefully this is not tossed.
If you aren't surprised, numerous other memes pushed similar allegations, with another person straight up stating, "Here's an awesome tip. Stay away from the pedophile at Jack Black just because he endorsed a presidential candidate." A different...
Oh! Okay, that explains so much. I thought people, like, found something on him. Okay. Because he endorsed Joe Biden. Okay, whatever.
And expressed, "I'm so beyond saddened by this political shilling. The word disappointing isn't strong enough. And I just attended one of your recent Houston shows. Well, never again, Jack." And in a poll asking, "Have you lost all respect for @JackBlack?" 85% responded with yes. The poll was likely somewhat biased, but still for the first time ever, Jack Black was losing followers. However, this likely wasn't a massive concern, as he was busy with something else completely. Tenacious D, Jack Black's band, had been traveling the world on their spicy meatball tour. They'd been through North America, all across Europe, and had landed in Australia just 24 days after Jack's presidential controversy. They scheduled their second show in Sydney for bandmate Kyle Gass's birthday, celebrating on Instagram before the show started. This continued into the band's performance.
Okay, what the fuck is going on? This is awesome.
Which would lead to the following interaction.
Don't miss Trump next time.
What did he say? Did he say don't miss Trump next time?
Mixed feedback immediately rolled in. Some people said that they're a comedy band that make dark jokes. It was a joke, they make jokes.
Or were they saying, like, to assassinate? What were they saying? Okay, hang on. I need to go back, because I really did not hear what he said right there. I need to turn my personal volume up too. Hang on.
Mixed feedback.
Wait.
Don't miss Trump next time.
Oh, okay. I know what they're talking about. It says don't miss Trump next time. He's talking about the assassination attempt on Trump. You know what? In my personal opinion, I don't support people assassinating anyone, Trump or not. So I'm just gonna say that right now. You know, that's not a political statement. That's just in my personal opinion, it is me just being a compassionate human being.
Mixed feedback immediately rolled in. Some people said that they're a comedy band that make dark jokes. It was a joke, they make jokes. JB and KG, they're good human beings with good intent, whilst others plainly stated, sorry Jack, but I'm out. One senator tweeted there is no place in Australia for those who wish for the assassination of others, demanding that Tenacious D must be deported immediately.
Oh my
As
God.
a result, Kyle Gass apologised, writing the line I improvised on stage Sunday night in Sydney was highly inappropriate, dangerous and a terrible mistake. I don't condone violence of any kind, in any form against anyone. What happened was a tragedy.
Okay, but if you're saying that now, then, like, it's kind of hard to believe. Because yes, you can joke about people killing people and people dying while still having that belief. I joke about stuff like that, but whenever I do it, I don't base it on people who have actually had assassination attempts. Like, it's not reality that they were almost assassinated. If I was making a joke that, like, oh, I wish some character in a video game would just, like, get shot, because it's like, it's a fictional character, it's not a real human being. When it comes to real human beings, I would never support assassinating someone. I would never, ever, ever support assassinating someone for any reason. I mean, unless it was, like, literally the last option or a lot more people were going to die. But that's also not my call to make. That would be, like, the call of someone far more important than me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be making any calls at assassinating someone anytime soon, and hopefully neither is Jack Black.
And I'm incredibly sorry for my severe lack of judgment. I profoundly apologize to those I've let down, and truly regret any pain I've caused. Jack Black added I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form, but after rewatching the clip, people didn't buy it. Black was blindsided. He laughs when Kyle says it. He doesn't condone that kind of speech, but you see him laughing when the comment is made.
Okay, I'm just gonna be fair right now. I'm not saying Jack Black did or did not endorse this. I don't know. I'm not Jack Black. I don't know Jack Black personally. But people can laugh when someone says a joke that makes them uncomfortable. Like, if someone, like, okay, I'm gonna use an example here. There was this one time I was at a family gathering and someone made a joke about me that made me very uncomfortable, and it honestly hurt my feelings a little bit. I still laughed at the joke because it would have been, like, a lot more uncomfortable if I did not, but that does not mean I liked the joke, okay? Like, let's be fair here. People can laugh just for the sake of not being, like, a awkward weirdo, okay?
Jack's apology continued. After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans for their support and understanding. He'd stated in an interview 3 weeks later, we need to take a break. Everybody needs a break sometime and we'll be back, but it was already too late. Even those people who didn't mind the joke were disappointed by Jack's lack of support for his bandmate. Your friend of over 30 years says one bad throwaway joke that gets an overreaction. Like, have at least a bit of backbone and stick up for your friends. A different person said the weird thing with cancelling the Tenacious D tour over a bad Trump joke tells me yeah, dude cares more about money above all else now and will throw friends under the bus to maintain cash flow. The public no longer gave him the benefit of...
Quite honestly, I could see how someone would come to that conclusion. Whether or not I'm coming to that conclusion myself, I don't know yet because I haven't seen the entire video. I don't really know much about this, but I can understand why people would come to that conclusion.
The doubt.
Jack Black is the ultimate sellout clown.
Which began to impact his future movies. I remember a time when seeing Jack Black in a movie excited me. Now I skip it completely. Borderlands got 10% on Rotten Tomatoes and has been considered one of 2024's worst movies. On the Dear Santa trailer, people criticized Jack Black just jumping on every movie these days.
What the fuck? Hang on, I have never heard of that movie before. I'm gonna look that up right now. Dear Santa? 2024. Oh, it came out already. What the fuck is this? I didn't even know this. Oh, it's a comedy and dark fantasy. Yeah, I don't like comedy movies at all, so yeah, that explains why I didn't know about it.
And nothing showed this better than his casting as Steve. There are many
the
reasons
Steve casting
why
fucking
Minecraft's
sucks
trailer has
too.
already gained.
Dude, okay, fuck the Steve casting, okay? I'm gonna say that right now. The entire cast of the Minecraft movie is dog shit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it should be animated. It is Minecraft. It should be animated. Minecraft doesn't work in like a realistic setting because it's not realistic. It's a land of cubes and endermen and creepers and stuff. Why? I can't understand why they would choose to make it live action. I cannot.
Gained over 1 million dislikes, the main one being, according to Forbes, the appearance of Jack Black as Steve, where he simply looks like everyday Jack Black in a blue shirt with his now signature wild hair and grey streaked beard. It's absolutely bizarre.
He's basically just playing Jack Black, Charlie, but in a blue shirt. It looks like he rolled out of bed and they gave him this blue shirt instead. All right, now you're Steve.
He could have said, "I am Jack Black," and it would have made zero difference.
Literally.
They gave Jack Black a blue shirt and called it a day. People joke that the director should have instead been cast as Steve, leading Jack Black to
Okay, the
respond
director
to the
doesn't look
hate.
like Steve,
I
though.
just think the backlash we're getting is ridiculous, especially from grown men who don't get that this movie isn't just for them.
Okay, I'm gonna say this on this. It is not Jack Black's fault he got cast. If you're a celebrity and you're getting paid like millions and millions and millions for this role, even if you don't think you should do the role, you're gonna take it. It's millions of dollars. Let's be honest here. If it were like you or me getting cast as Steve and we're getting paid that amount of money, yeah, we'd take it. We'd fucking take it. No shot. We wouldn't take it. I'd take it, and I'm literally a woman. I would play Steve as a woman.
It's for a new generation, yet it seems the new generation don't want it either.
That's true.
My son is a Minecraft kid in elementary school. He told me that when they heard it was live action, all of his friends declared it was total trash. This doesn't even appeal to the target audience. As a result, Jack Black's rapidly losing followers on every social media. He pulled a Dwayne Johnson and became a soulless corporate husk of his former self, who plays the same character in each of the far too many terrible movies he's in.
Damn. I did not know Jack Black had that much shit on him. Good on Sunny V2. Hang on. I'm gonna search Sunny V2 again. We're gonna watch more Sunny V2. Because I absolutely adore his channel. Absolutely, I love it. I'm assuming that Sunny V2 is okay with people reacting to his videos because I have seen people reacting to his videos. If he is not, please tell me. I will stop watching his videos on streams immediately. I would not want to disrespect him like that. So, if somehow he says something about it, like he doesn't want people reacting to these streams, like to his stuff on streams, please tell me. I will stop doing it. But for right now, let's watch the fall of Pizza Hut. Yeah!
Failed franchises, bankruptcies, and almost no growth in revenue for the last 10 years. This is the sad reality for Pizza Hut, who have had so many store closures that there's now a subreddit dedicated to finding former Pizza Hut restaurants. To understand why Pizza Hut has lost almost half of its market share over the last 20 years, we have to begin by asking the following question. Why was Pizza Hut so unique and successful in the first place? Back in the 1990s, Pizza Hut had a reputation for having some of the craziest yet most unique and successful pizza designs, which were not only delicious, but also gave the public a reason to talk about the business. For example, in 1993, Pizza Hut released the Bigfoot, a massive 2 feet long by 1 foot wide square pizza creation, with the Bigfoot accounting for 18% of total sales. There was also the cheeseburger crust pizza,
Ew.
the hot dog crust pizza, and the cornflakes crust pizza.
Ew! Cornflakes on your pizza? Oh, that's a war crime, bitch. That's a crime. I've changed my mind. If you eat cornflakes on pizza, you are a psychopath and you should be in prison immediately. What in the fucking fuck? There's olives and fucking tomato. I love olives and tomatoes on pizza personally, but with cornflakes, oh my god.
However, none of these were as successful as the now famous stuffed crust pizza, which achieved sales of $1 billion in the first year, boosting Pizza Hut's stock price by roughly 50%. Of course, this strategy led to the occasional flop, such as their controversial lasagna pizza, which was described in a review as the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life genuinely. But for the most part, these experiments seemed to help Pizza Hut stand out from the crowd, especially when they were served in their distinct dine-in restaurants. These restaurants added a social element to pizza, turning it into an event as opposed to just another meal. The early memories that we all have of going to dine in at our local Pizza Hut are infinitely more memorable than the hundreds of times we've ordered takeaway from Domino's. During the dine-in days, Pizza Hut had something that physically separated them from the competition. Nobody could offer an experience quite like Pizza Hut, providing them with unbelievable levels of success, especially in the early days. Pizza Hut had the monopoly on pizza and you paid through the nose for one. At first they had to educate the dining public with little signs saying, pizza is traditionally eaten with the fingers.
You needed to be taught how to eat pizza? What fucking year was this? I like completely zoned out on that part. I don't remember dates well. What? Who doesn't know that you just grab it? It has the crust for that. It's so obvious if you ever seen pizza.
The first few years, I remember that there was no takeaway, dine-in only. I remember that a family-sized pizza cost around $20. Nowadays, that would equate to probably $50 or more for a pizza. People paid it because
$50 for a pizza? Are you bugging out the ass, bro? Bitch, that's a capture card. Bitch, that's a new webcam. Oh, hell no. You think I'm spending $50 on Pizza Hut? Nah. You're fucking out of your mind. Unless Pizza Hut sponsors me, I won't be saying I'm spending $50 on shit, dude.
They were experiencing this delicious food for the first time. The Pizza Hut dine-in experience was seemingly profitable in the beginning, but this didn't mean that it was going to be successful forever. Some insane anecdotes claim that a new source destroyed Pizza Hut dine-in completely, or that dine-in was destroyed by their staff choices. However, the main issue seemed to come from other competing pizza brands who were specializing
Yeah, man. Little fucking seizures, bitch. Oh, yes, little seizures, dude. I had seizures as a kid. I would call Little Caesars because fuck yes, Little Caesars, yes! Sponsor me, Little Caesars. I will work with you for free. I love your brand. $5 for a fucking pizza. That is impossible. That's great. That's a fantastic price. I love Pizza Hut. That's so cheap. They could have some fucking. They could have literally ingredients from the underworld, and I would get trapped in the fucking underworld for eating that goddamn pizza. I'd still eat the pizza. $5 for a fucking pizza. That's crazy.
Delivery. There's something about pizza that makes it perfect for eating at home. The box acts as a plate, there's no cutlery needed, and the compact design of pizza reduces the potential for mess. Domino's began to take advantage of this at a time when Pizza Hut didn't even offer delivery. In fact, Pizza Hut only began delivering pizzas 27 years after launching their business, doing so because they saw how successful Domino's was. The convenience of delivery meant that you didn't need to go to a dining restaurant.
What the fuck kind of pizza is that? What is this? Look at this flat ass, leaves having on it, barely any cheese ass pizza. I know this is probably real pizza, like from Italy, but honestly, as far as looks go, I'll stick to the fake pizza, bitch. What the fuck? Why is it so flat? Okay, hot take, I despise thin crust pizza. It's thick crust for me every time. I like a bit of the thickness, you know? Because, like, when you're at the end of the pizza, you want, like some nice bread, like the nice French bread to, like, clear your palate after all the sauce and oil and shit you just ate. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't want, why you would want thin crust pizza. Granted, I know that the snap is pretty satisfying, but personally, I just prefer, like, a nice French bread over, like, the snappy crust pizza.
Restaurant if you wanted to eat pizza. And if you did desperately want all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut, you could literally just go to any all-you-can-eat restaurant offering pizza and eat your 8 slices along with 100 other food options. Pizza was no longer an exclusive thing in the same way that it was in the early days of Pizza Hut. This lack of exclusivity in combination with delivery also shifted people's perceptions of how prestigious pizza was. As mentioned earlier, Pizza Hut adopted the dine-in model when pizza was an exclusive new dish from Italy. However, Domino's
An exclusive new dish from Italy? Really? That's what the marketing team came up with? It is bread, sauce, and cheese and toppings. Any restaurant can make pizza. Any home can make pizza. Really, there's nothing exclusive about Pizza Hut. There wasn't back then, there is not now.
Domino's and delivery in general turned pizza into just another fast food. Pizza Hut became no fancier than McDonald's or KFC, so why would you take your family to eat there as a special occasion? Then there was Pizza Hut's increased pricing and decreased quality. Overnight, the price went up from $6.49 to $8.49. The high school students, previously a common sight, disappeared. With fewer people, the quality suffered. Pizza Hut was always more expensive than the alternatives, affordable only when getting second, third, fourth pizzas at a reduced price. But it got more expensive. The pizza remained very greasy and people started eating low carb. There are better alternatives, especially for that money. Pizza Hut CFO David Gibbs made the claim that having dine-in restaurants is now a negative for the business, stating the challenge Pizza Hut faces is that it has a large dine-in business. Dine-in is waning in relevance. In other words,
but that's why you gotta do what Pizza Hut does. Not Pizza Hut, Little Caesars. So what Little Caesars does, is they don't have dine-in at all, and that will reduce your price so much. You won't have to pay for seats. You won't have to do all this other shit. You won't have to accommodate people while they're in your restaurant eating. They just come in, they get their shit, and then they leave. And that is why Little Caesars is able to keep their prices so low, because it's just like they don't have to pay for so much stuff because they don't have dine-in. And in my personal opinion, Pizza Hut should do the same thing if they're gonna bitch about dine-in this much.
Pizza Hut needs to focus less on dine-in and more on what people want, which is to take their pizza with them.
Exactly.
This was also highlighted by Artie Stars, the president of Pizza Hut USA, who stated the biggest problem that Pizza Hut is facing is perception, explaining that many of its customers don't associate Pizza Hut with delivery. Stars said the facade of its locations reinforces this idea, and it isn't helping to lure in diners. When you drive by the location, it doesn't scream "we deliver." To promote delivery to its customers, Pizza Hut delivered pizza to Space, the Oscars, and the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, but it still seems as though they aren't competitive on delivery.
What the fuck? Wait, hang on. Am I saying shit, or was that pizza they sent to Mount Kilimanjaro burnt out the fucking ass?
Oscars
dude?
and the
What
top
was
of
that?
Mount
Look at this. It's black right here. It's black here. What the fuck? Why'd they send the most burnt ass pizza to send a fucking Mount Kilimanjaro, dude?
Kilimanjaro, but it still seems as though they aren't competitive on delivery. And on the topic of Pizza Hut in comparison to its competition, we should also highlight that Pizza Hut is extremely uncompetitive from a health perspective. Their standard pepperoni pizza contains a whopping 8,153 kilojoules, equal to almost 2,000 calories, which is close to the entire recommended daily adult calorie intake, and has almost...
Okay. 2,000 calories for women, 2,500 for men. That is not true. For most people, it could be either more or less. If you have to eat over 2,000 calories or 2,500 calories a day to like stay healthy, and that's what your doctor advises, there is nothing wrong with that. You don't have to follow this bullshit. I usually eat under 2,000 calories just because I don't eat a lot. I don't need to eat a lot. I live a very sedentary lifestyle. I'm also only 4'10" and I weigh like 120 pounds. I don't need a lot of calories really. But someone like someone who works out a lot, someone who does not who does not live a sedentary lifestyle like I do, they would need to eat a lot more calories than me. And they would probably be healthier than me even though they were eating more calories. So calories are not the end all be all of like health, is what I'm saying.
Almost twice as many calories as Domino's pepperoni pizza, which has 4,453 kilojoules, or a little over 1,000 calories. But it's not fair to make this point unless we see the size and quality of each pizza. So we ordered a pepperoni from Domino's before doing the same with the nearby Pizza Hut in order to compare the two different pizzas. As mentioned, the Domino's pepperoni came in at 1,064 calories, while the Pizza Hut pepperoni came in at 1,948 calories. And with the Pizza Hut pepperoni costing double the price of the Domino's pepperoni, you might expect that the Pizza Hut pizza
$5 for a pizza at Domino's? That ain't fucking true. I'm gonna look up Domino's prices right fucking now. I guarantee you it's more than that. I mean, it might have been less when this video was made, but I guarantee you it's more than that now. So can I just say the menu without picking a location? Okay, let's just go on build your own pizza. Nope, yep, it's gonna ask for my location. Okay, I can't do that. I'm gonna look it up on my phone though, because I'd need to, there's no fucking way it's $5. There's no fucking way. I have the Domino's app installed. I get fucking pizza from Domino's sometime. Whatever. I'm sorry. This is not necessary, but I'm just curious. Okay, I'm gonna do a medium pizza with just nothing on it. It's not gonna have any toppings on it, and I'm gonna tell you the price right now. The price for a medium 12-inch pizza, hand tossed, 210 calories a slice for 1/8 of the pizza. This only has cheese, robust inspired tomato sauce, and it is normal crust. This is the most basic pizza you can possibly get. It is $13.99. That is the price of the pizza. That is not the order total. The order total would be $5.28. I'm not ordering pizza right now. I was just curious.
Size. However, as you can tell from the opening, this isn't the case whatsoever. The Domino's pizza had a surface area of 510 square centimeters, while the
Okay. No lie though, I'm gonna eat the pizza one. That one looks a lot better. It looks like it would taste better. And this looks like a frozen pizza. This looks like when you heat up a fucking Totino's party pizza and you don't heat it up enough and the cheese is still like solid and you bite into it and you realize you don't heat it up enough and then you get pissed off and put it back in the oven and slam the door. Talking from personal experience there. But in all honesty, if you're getting pizza and you don't want to pay a bunch for it, just get Totino's. Totino's pizzas are fucking fire!
The Pizza Hut pizza had a surface area only 12% larger at 572 square centimeters. Additionally, the Pizza Hut pepperoni weighed in at 1.46 pounds, making it only 7% heavier than the Domino's pizza at 1.36 pounds. Now, to Pizza Hut's credit, their pizza definitely presented and subjectively even tasted better than Domino's.
Yeah, it looks like it'll
However,
taste
with
better.
the Pizza Hut pepperoni being double the price and double the calories, with no real distinct advantage, it becomes obvious as to why Pizza Hut has become uncompetitive.
Oh,
when
yeah,
looking
for
at Pizza
sure.
Hut's menu, you'll also notice that the days of Pizza Hut trying wacky, unconventional designs are certainly long gone. The only crazy product that they have on their website is
Schnitzel. I was gonna say, what the fuck is schnitzel? That sounds gross, but it's, crispy chicken schnitzel. Can't say that for shit. If you don't know, I have a lisp, which is why I can't say lisp, right? I say it like that. I'm tongue-tied. So if you hear me pronouncing stuff like an actual toddler, it's not me trying to be a kawaii girl. It's just literally because I have a lisp.
is a range of pizzas which use a chicken schnitzel as the base, but apart from that, almost everything else on the menu feels like something you could get from Domino's at a cheaper price. Nowadays, there's so many restaurants, not just dedicated pizzerias, that offer pizza on their menu that you can simply get better quality food at discounted low prices at other places. It's not even worth using Pizza Hut for pizza anymore. You'll get better results elsewhere. Now, to Pizza Hut's credit, they did try to overhaul the menu back in 2014.
Peruvian cherry peppers. Okay, give them that. I have not seen Peruvian cherry peppers on the pizza places in my area. Not that I would order it. I don't personally like peppers. That includes banana peppers and stuff like that. I don't even really like meat on my pizzas. I'm not a big meat person. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just don't personally like it.
When they introduced their biggest brand
I don't know about
evolution
having
ever called
salami on a
Flavor of
pizza
Now,
either.
which introduced countless different new fancier menu items and was described as the biggest change the Pizza Hut and the pizza category has ever seen. However, their new upscale approach had minimal impact on Pizza Hut's revenue, which actually declined by $100 million in the same year that they implemented Flavor of Now, which becomes even worse if you consider that during the same time period, Domino's sales grew from $10 billion to $15.8 billion. And if we instead look at older data, we can see that the average sales per store has barely changed since 2006, which is about the point where
I was born in 2006. They haven't grown in my entire lifetime. Their revenue changes haven't grown exponentially. My entire life. The entire time I have been alive, they have not grown their profits. That's so fucking crazy to think about, dude. Dude, that's so crazy. Why haven't they shut down the business? Honestly, however much money this is, it's still a shit ton of money, but whether or not it's profitable, for the business, because if you don't, like, obviously to someone like me and you, this seems like a lot of money, but what you don't think about is all the expenses and stuff that goes into running a restaurant. So I'm honestly not certain that this revenue would be enough for them to make a profit on, like, for all their stuff they're doing as far as like the restaurants go and stuff, unless they franchise the restaurants. I'm honestly not really sure about that. If you don't know, franchising is when a company will allow a person who's not like an owner of the company to open a restaurant that is like open their restaurant. So like, say if I wanted to open a McDonald's, I would have to go through the whole thing to be like approved to get it. But then it would be my responsibility. That McDonald's would be my responsibility. The revenue I bring in would be my responsibility. So that is less for them to pay for if they franchise.
Where the dine-in model died. While a consistent $12 billion per year over the last 10 years still seems like a pretty awesome scenario, the growth experienced by competing pizza brands has led Pizza Hut's market share to decrease from 25% in 1995 to 14.3% in 2016. 2016 also marked the year where Pizza Hut lost their 45-year-long title of the world's largest pizza brand to Domino's. However, their
they fucking out Pizza the Hut, dude. Domino's out Pizza the Hut. Yeah, that's what we like to see. I guess I don't really know.
Stagnant revenue has caused significantly worse problems than simply losing some arbitrary title. For example, in August 2019, Pizza Hut announced that they plan on shutting down over 500 underperforming stores in the US. And exactly 1 year after that, in August 2020, Pizza Hut's largest franchisor, MPC, announced that they were bankrupt, having roughly $1 billion in debt, forcing them to close 300 of their Pizza Hut franchises and put their remaining 927 stores up for sale, representing 1/5 of every Pizza Hut restaurant in America. 1 month after this, Pizza Hut announced that they'd be closing more than 10% of its stores in the UK, with this taking place in the very same year that Domino's and Papa John's had net gains of 17.6% and 15.9% respectively. In the process, Pizza Hut was undergoing a logo change, although not to something fresh representing a bright future, but rather to the same logo.
Okay, no lie, I actually really like this logo, the 1958 to 1971. That's a nice logo. I very much like the 1970 to 1974 one. That reminds me a lot of the font I use for my channel. It's obviously not exactly the same, but it is a bit. These two are personally my favorite logos, and I think they work the best. This looks like a real estate business. These two look generic. This looks like it was AI generated, and these two are the same. They're fine. They're whatever. I don't like this one. It looks like it's about to say Pizzazz Hut instead of Pizza Hut, but I don't know, that could just be me being weird.
Used during the Pizza Hut glory days of 1974 to 1999. Pizza Hut's chief brand officer Marianne Radley stated, "Embracing our iconic Pizza Hut logo is recognition of a time period where Pizza Hut unequivocally reigns supreme because that's where the future is headed." However, at the same time, it feels as though they're desperate to remind the world that Pizza Hut still exists, and this doesn't sound like the kind of play made by a company who's going to be reigning supreme anytime in the near future.
Oh yeah, no, I don't expect Pizza Hut to be getting like a shit ton of business. Let's see. Probably watch one more Sunny V2 video. I might. That's 7 days ago. Oh, the Pizza Hut one was 2 years ago. I haven't seen that shit. I'm just gonna look through Sunny's channel right now. Why is Minecraft so nostalgic? Because we all grew up with it. It's probably the most nostalgic game of all time. Andre the Giant, how amazing genetics. Andre the Giant, 6ix9ine is on the verge of bankruptcy. What? Joe Rogan beefed with his father? Okay, we're gonna end off this stream with the Joe Rogan video, because what the fuck do you mean?
When Joe exposed his own terrible father,
my real father was crazy. He was like a psychotic person.
It strangely became a TikTok beef.
You lied about me. Your father. You owe me a big apology.
You'll need a bit of context. Joe was born in August 1967 to Joseph Rogan Sr. and his mother Susan Lembo. As a child, Joe thought his dad was awesome.
Well, at the time, I thought that my father was like a hero. I think every kid thinks like that about his dad, especially if your dad is like an imposing figure.
But at the age of only 5, his parents got divorced, at which point Joe and his mother moved to San Francisco, where she remarried, giving Joe a stepdad. Meanwhile, his biological father, Joseph Rogan Sr., lived his own separate life as a cop in New Jersey, leading him and Joe to completely lose contact. But as he entered his teens, Joe realized his father wasn't exactly a hero. In a 2015 Rolling Stone interview, Joe explained, "All I remember of my dad," he says, "are these brief violent flashes of domestic violence. But I don't want to complain about my childhood. Nothing bad ever really happened to me. It was just confusing, you know. He was just a very violent, scary guy. After the split, we moved to San Francisco and that was it. Never heard from him again." It was further mentioned that Joe really would rather not discuss the topic, made apparent by its lack of discussion on the podcast.
So he has
For the
some
first
serious
4
daddy
years of the
issues,
Joe
is what I'm
Rogan
gathering here.
experience, he never once mentioned his biological father. But all of this changed on episode 118, when Joe began to expose exactly who his father was.
All my damaged shit came from my real father before I was 7. My real father was crazy. He was like a psychotic person.
He explained some of the worst things that his dad had done.
He beat the out of my mother.
Like he would be the type to come home
He beat
like,
the out of my cousin.
Really?
Yeah, he beat my cousin up. He picked my cousin up by his hair, threw him in. He was a big guy, big.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. If a guy, even if it was my dad would never do this, by the way. I absolutely love my dad. I love my mom. I love my parents so fucking much. Okay, I'm not gonna don't think that my parents are bad parents. Okay, they are very wonderful and I love them very much. However, if I saw my father beating up my mother, I would lose my fucking mind. You have no idea. If I saw anyone hit my mom, I would like turn into the Punisher, bitch. You have no idea how angry I would get. Dude, oh my god, just hearing that makes me want to like either cry or fucking punch something, just because I cannot handle the idea of someone hurting someone I love. I would rather get hurt myself than have that happen. It's awful.
Scary, crazy
that
cop
mental
from New
image.
Jersey. I got to see worst case scenario, someone who just can't keep it together, smacks women, beats the shit out of kids.
Further adding in the Rolling Stone interview, when I was 5, I had a fight with one of my cousins. Punched him in the face over something stupid. My dad pulled me aside and I told him the truth of what happened. He said, "Did you cry?" I said, "No." He said, "Good, don't ever cry." I mean, he was happy that I punched my cousin.
He didn't give a that I was in a fight. He just wanted to make sure there was no crying bitches in the streets.
Damn.
It was
It's
intense.
not great advice
It's
for a
hard to
5-year-old.
I was
I've never
punching
been in a
everybody
fight.
after that. Oh.
Okay, being real, you can't see really like on stream how I present, but like if I were to get in a fight with literally anyone, I would lose. I would get my ass handed to me so hard. So I have really never been in a fight in my entire life because I'm not stupid enough to start one and no one has ever tried to start one with me. So, like, I could not imagine my parents being like, "Oh, you got in a fight, good." Like, if I got in a fight, my parents would be pissed. Like, they wouldn't even be mad at me necessarily unless I started it, but they'd be mad at the other person. Like, why wasn't his dad, like, mad? Why wasn't he mad at the kid? Because Joe Rogan was the person who punched him. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
I was like, all right, you're getting punched. It was so stupid. It was like the worst way of raising a child ever.
At this point, however, Joe was barely famous, and as a result, his father won't respond directly to the allegations. All he will say is, "I don't talk about people the
Yeah, Marie, you're rapping? Yeah, at this point, because I'm just getting so worked up about the subject matter of this video. Also, welcome to the chat.
way they talk about me. That's not in my DNA. What's gone is gone." Despite his father denying the allegations, Joe had clearly been through something.
There's something about like seeing someone you're close to who's
That came out very, very, very wrong. Like your nose pin? What? Okay, I don't really know how to respond to that. I keep
beating
watching
up
the
like
video.
a 10 or 11
Black
year
color
old.
suits.
You ever see
You were.
that
Oh.
To the
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm glad black color suits me because black is my favorite color. I love black. If you can't tell by my everything. Like literally everything in my room, everything on my channel, everything. Love the color black. Favorite color. Always keep my stuff on goth. Goth. Yep. Everything. Like you can't see my room obviously, but like my room, you can see it. A little bit. My punk Hello Kitty poster back there. Everything is goth. That includes my parents. My parents aren't necessarily goth, but they are alternative people. So my entire house, I grew up around alternative culture. So yeah, that's like pretty much everything about everything I do is alternative.
Extent that it changed who Joe was as a person.
Is there a violent person in there?
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Who don't love black? Seriously, like who doesn't like the color black? It's such a universal
Your mom
color.
and dad broke up early on. Is it connected to the dad at all?
I'm sure it's connected to him also
Who
because
don't are
he
not
was
humans,
violent
honestly.
and it made me feel very scared.
Humans
to be
are just
around him.
biologically
But I also
coded
think
to like
it's
black.
connected in who he was as a human is transferred into my DNA.
In the meantime, Joseph Rogan Sr. had 2 twin daughters, automatically making them Joe Rogan's half-sisters. One of them told the Daily Mail, "I was 19 years old when my father told me about Joe Jr. He was not even famous yet. He was a comedian and did a show called News Radio. We looked him up on the computer and emailed him asking to meet."
Ew, okay, that would suck. Imagine finding out that your, like, half-brother is Joe Rogan. Oh my god. Even if he wasn't famous yet, that man is, like, just psychotic. Like, if you've ever seen his live streams, it's crazy insanity all the time.
Joe did respond, but not kindly. He referred to my father as a sperm donor, so my sister and I backed off and never emailed him again.
Damn.
Joe clearly had no interest in reuniting with his father.
Did you ever want to meet your dad? Did you ever? See, you know what's funny? My mom.
I mean, I met him. I knew him until I was like 6.
Instead, using the experience as a learning lesson.
It made me realize that you can't count on people, but you can
Then
count
that's
on
trust
some people.
issues,
But
man.
I definitely had
That's
trust issues for a long
right
time,
there.
But become someone that people count on.
But while Joe thought his dad wouldn't see what he had said,
My parents, well, like regular people,
Your
no.
parents don't listen to this show. They got shit to do.
No, they don't. But if they did, they're boomers. They're
course.
full on.
it turns out Joe Rogan Sr. had always been watching, conveniently after Joe had
Yeah,
made
he's
hundreds of
watching. It's your
millions of dollars.
child. Like, I don't know his dad personally, obviously. But if what Joe Rogan is saying about his dad is false, and he really does like love his kid, you would watch their stuff all the time because they are your child. The connection between a parent and a child, it's unmatchable. Like, you cannot, like, I can't imagine. I'm not a parent. I can't imagine the love a parent would feel for their child. I can only go off the love I feel for my parents, and it is very, very, very strong. So I would imagine, like, if you're a parent, that love would just be, like, just millions and millions % stronger. I can never imagine that. I personally do not want to be a parent, ever. Not related to the video, but, like, I'm just saying that I find it harder to believe that a parent wouldn't love their kid than a kid would not love their parent. For that reason, just because of simple, like, biology. Not to say there's not shitty parents out there. If your parent's a piece of shit, fuck them, cut them out of your life. Not your fault, of course. But if your parent is a good parent, they love you. I promise they love you. Even if they don't, if it doesn't seem like that, they do love you. They would do anything for you. Like, parents are just, honestly, they could be the best, but they could also be the worst. And if it is the worst, it's okay. There will be people that will support you. There will be people who will lift you up, even if the people who are supposed to lift you up are not doing that. So just know that it will get better if that is the case for you.
His father and half-sister went public via TikTok.
So for all you Joe Rogan fans out there, Joe's been telling his side of the story for 27 plus years. Now it's time for the original Rogans to tell our side of the story.
It begins with Joseph Sr. first calling his son out.
Lied about me. Your father. Tired of it, Joe. I just had enough. You couldn't handle me. 81 years old. You couldn't handle this guy right here. And when you said I beat up kids, I beat up other women, how could I get away with that? You lied. We all know you lied. You owe me a big apology.
Whilst his half-sister supported that their dad did nothing wrong.
Joe, you were taken away at a very young age. Unfortunately, you did not get to grow up with the man that we were fortunate enough to grow up with, that my kids are fortunate enough to grow up with.
They try to make it seem like they simply wanted to talk.
Come here, sit down, and me and you talk. That's it. I won't tell nobody what was said. I'm a stand-up guy. I ain't like you making up stories so I can make money.
However, money seemed like the more obvious motive.
You got all the money, everything, but you know what you don't have? You ain't got 2 balls.
I love when I see the comments.
Damn,
They just
his
want
dad
the
is just
money. They
fucking
want the
going
money
in
there.
on him.
I have a box, Pandora's box. And if I open it, Joe, things would get really ugly.
The video concluded with his father stating this.
Family is everything.
Leading him and the daughter to
Okay, I'm going to say that I personally disagree with that statement. Family is everything unless they do not act like family. If they act like real family. They will love you, they will support you, they will not bring you down. So if someone in your family is doing that, if they are abusing you in some way, if they are bringing you down, or if they're just mean to you and you don't like them, you're not obligated to be nice to them. You're not obligated to talk to them. If you cut someone out of your life because they are a bad influence on you, that there's nothing wrong with that. No matter how you're related to them, how close you used to be, like, if they do something to you that makes you feel like you need to cut them out, then you should absolutely cut them out. Obviously, it's not a thing you should do on impulse, but if you genuinely feel like you would be better off without them, fuck them. Get them out of your life. Get them out of your life right now, and find someone who will appreciate you for being an amazing human being.
Get mercilessly roasted. Family is everything. The guy who left his kid. Son, now that you're worth 500 million, I want to fix our relationship. His dad was silent for 27 years about this. He conveniently waited until Joe Rogan was the most powerful voice in the country and worth 110 million to come back into his life and square everything up. If it was about blood, he would have been there 50 years ago making things right. Despite the heavy backlash, Joe's family doubled down, stating on a press tour, "Growing up, my sister and I just had such a happy childhood. I just can't tell everyone enough what a great father we have. God has blessed us," she said. "My father has never been violent ever. That is why Joe Jr.'s claims are such a shock to us. My father has never even raised his voice to us. He is the epitome of a wonderful father." However, a podcast episode they did shortly after again portrayed the opposite. Joseph Sr. introduced his son like this.
As he was growing up, what did you notice in Joe?
He was soft.
Soft?
Yeah.
It's soft in what way, sir?
Okay. Maybe what's wrong with being soft? What's wrong with being soft? People like soft things. Dogs are soft. People like dogs. What's wrong with being soft? I know he means emotionally. I'm just kind of being an asshole, but there is nothing wrong with being like a soft. I'm gonna replace soft with empathetic here because I'm pretty sure that's what we mean. There's nothing wrong with being empathetic. There's nothing wrong with not being manly. Whether you are a man or a woman, you do not have to be manly. You do not have to live up to some dumb societal standard. Really, you should only do what you want to do. If you enjoy being like this manly tough guy, as long as you're not hurting anyone, whatever. But if you want to be like a softer person, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't let anyone tell you there is something wrong with that, because there isn't. And I think it's very admirable for like soft people. Soft people are usually the best people to hang around. I love soft people, like people that get called soft and shit like that. It's wonderful. Like, they're wonderful people. I don't see why it's seen as such a negative thing. Did I mute it? Oops.
Wasn't a tough kid.
And then proceeded to state.
Everybody out there, I'm gonna tell you straight up, Joe's full of shit in plain English. He went to drama school. You can see he's a drama queen. Everything is drama to him.
If he's that crazy at 81, I can only...
Adrian Navarro is older. You're still 18. I am still 18. I'm turning 19 this year. Because you look really young. Yeah, I know. I look younger than I am, but I am actually 18. I promise you I'm not lying about that. I just look a lot younger than I am. And then I look younger in real life, too, because I'm, like, really short. I'm not saying that as, like, the girls who are like, oh, I'm so short. 5 years younger than me? Damn, imagine being alive 5 years longer than me. What's it like, man? I'm sure you have much more experience and stuff. I just still don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Only imagine when he was 40. He then accuses his son
4'10"?
of being...
Yeah, I'm 4'10". That's like my actual height. Or 5. No. I'm not above 5 foot. Most people in my family are not above 5 foot, but I'm still, like, my mom's like 4'11", or like 4, or maybe 5 foot. She's like only an inch or two taller than me. Really, everyone on my mom's side is like around my height. So usually I don't feel very short, but then whenever I go out in public, it's like, dude, I'm like so much shorter than everyone else. It sucks. But it's not all bad. I love it.
Gay.
Joe has sugar in his tank?
I'll bet on that.
Did you see signs of that when he was young?
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt the video again just because I just remembered something that happened last night. Okay, so last night I was making popcorn, right? But the popcorn bowl, you're 5'9". God damn, you're like you're like about a foot taller than me. Feeling too tall now. Yeah. But last night I was making actually short in my family. You must have a tall ass family genes, man. I can't imagine that. But last night I was making popcorn and the popcorn bowl I was going to use was dirty. So I had to get this other bowl down, but it's a bowl that me or my mom never use. So it was on the top shelf. Thank you for the follow, Eami? I'm gonna call you E. Thank you for the follow, E. I appreciate it. Anyway, I was trying to get this fucking bowl down because it was too short for me to reach. I had to use a spatula. I was like literally up like this. Amy, it is? Okay, I will call you Amy from now on. I'll remember that. It's nice to meet you, Amy. I'm very happy to have you in my stream. But I was having to like use this, too easy to pronounce. Anyway, I was using this stupid spatula to get this thing down, and it was like 12 a.m. It was really early in the morning, if you want to call it that, but it was late at night. My mom was asleep. So I was having to like climb on the fucking counter like some kind of wild animal and use this spatula to get this stupid bowl down. And I was like, dude, if someone broke into my house right now, I'd look like such a fucking freak. Because like I was literally on the counter on my knees. And it was like, dude, I'm like spending so long getting this popcorn bowl down. I don't know if anyone else has to do this in their house, but like using the top shelves in my house are like unused. There's nothing up there except stuff I don't use. It'd be so cute while getting on. It's hard for me to get on too. I have to like jump on. I hate it. I hate getting on the counter, but I have to get stuff down. I can imagine you climbing up. It's probably exactly as ungraceful as you would imagine.
Did he ever show interest in girls?
I didn't see him much since he was 7 years old. I didn't even know what the girl was.
But it was clear that his father was simply bitter.
I think the wrong thing they did was give him that number 1 over his head. If you look at his head, it got bigger. His head got bigger than his head.
Despite this, Joseph Sr. still wanted to meet his son, stating, "I'm on my way out. I'm 80 years old. I'm in the rearview mirror, but I would like to see him. I definitely would sit down with him because he needs to listen to my side of the story." However, calling Joe out made this way less likely, because recently, when Bert Kreischer asked Joe about his father, Joe refused to give the topic attention.
Wait, is your dad still alive? Yeah. Is your dad still alive?
Yeah, allegedly.
Positively, however, it's made Joe a better person.
Because I watch my kids I watch them, I talk to them, I communicate with them.
I didn't
have
even
a
know
good
Joe Rogan
childhood.
had
So for me,
kids,
it's
honestly.
important to be a good dad. Talking to them, treating them like I'm not just their dad, but also I'm their friend and I care about them.
I think that's a good mindset to have. You should obviously be an authority figure to your child. I'm saying this as a person without kids, by the way. Hey, Hey, how's it going today? It's going good. How's it going for you? Anyway, back to what I was saying. You should obviously be an authority figure to your children because that is necessary, but you should also be a friend to them at certain times. It is very important that your children don't see you as someone they cannot talk to, because if your children cannot talk to you, all it will do is they will get better at hiding stuff from you, and they will get themselves in trouble when you will not be able to help them. It is a bad thing to do. Yeah, you should be close to your children. Oh, for sure. Like, if you're not treating your kid like a person, if you're treating them like a subordinate, then dude, your kid's gonna fucking disown you, I'm telling you right now. I'm like on a Sunny V2 train right now. I'm wanting to keep watching this, but we should we watch more? Yeah, let's watch more Sunny V2. I love Sunny. Should I even indulge KSI's stuff right now? Because oh my god, the drama with that song. Okay, I'm too curious. I'm too curious.
Thick of It received professional reviews of 0 out of 100, whilst his audience called it probably the worst piece of music I've ever heard. Yet
This song
KSI still
sucks.
made
I agree. I don't like that song personally. Look, watching all the fallout that happened from that damn song was just so funny. I remember Pegasus put out like 6 videos on it, and I watched them all because I thought it was just the funniest shit. You don't like KSI? I don't really have an opinion on KSI. He's just another YouTuber. I don't really hate him. I don't really like him either. He's not someone I actively watch, but he's not someone I have an issue with at the same time. I have an issue with some of the stuff he does. But him as a person, he's fine, I guess. I don't think... I wouldn't be, like, mean to him. But some of the shit he does definitely pisses me off, like all the crypto stuff. I watch Speed all the time. I chose Speed. Guy is a funny dude. He does have some hilarious clips. I show Speed. I'm gonna admit it. His clips are just so fucking funny. I watch his clips a lot. Speed's the best. Yeah, we got a Speed chain going.
Million people watch it
Yeah,
by
it's just-
employing a unique but extremely risky strategy. About a month prior to the song's official release, KSI performed Thick of It for the very first time. It was during a live appearance at the
Especially when
Misfits
he
boxing match.
Peru's mayor for like an hour. What do you mean he was Peru's mayor? Okay, wait. Hat, please tell me what that's about because I need to know. I'm not an I Show Speed connoisseur.
And is suggested by a comment reading,
Lately?
I love how nobody hated this song when it was on Misfits. People initially really liked it.
You went to
Barely
Peru?
anybody disliked the
You did?
video, whilst many comments encouraged Thick of It sounds awesome, dude. The Thick of It is one of his best songs in a while. New song is so fire, I'm so excited for the official release. Yet KSI was busy with a different official release.
We came together to create
Oh
a
my
lunchless
god,
competitor.
Lunchley. He became like actually okay, wait, hang on. We're gonna pause Sunny V2 here for a second because I need to look up this I Show Speed thing. I Show Speed because what? Oh my god, it's real. I Show Speed becomes mayor of Lima for an hour, greets thousands of fans with SAU celebration and backflip. That's so awesome, dude. That's so sick that he was able to do this. During his South America tour, I Show Speed made an unexpected mark in Peru by briefly becoming the mayor of Lima. The 20-year-old streamer who had already... He's 20 years old? He's only 2 years older than me? What the fuck? That's insane. Who had already visited Argentina, Brazil, and Chile, arrived in the Peruvian capital on Monday to a frenzy of fans eager to see him in person. One of the highlights of the trip was his visit to Gamara. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm so sorry. Lima's bustling commercial hub, where he met with massive crowds, as reported by LA Republica, but the real surprise came when Speed met with Lima's actual mayor, Rafael Lopez Aliaga? If I pronounce that name wrong, I'm sorry. At the municipal building, in a moment no one saw coming, the mayor honored Speed as an ambassador for the city and the country. We may have to watch the clip of this, because this is just interesting.
5,000 people out there.
You are now the ambassador.
I'm the ambassador of Peru now?
Of Lima and the Peruvian country.
Really?
You are the ambassador, yeah. Well, all the ceremony for this.
A ceremony?
Yeah.
Wait.
Damn.
Do a signature. I don't know how to do a signature. So now I'm the ambassador now. Oh, wait, this is real.
Yeah, this is real.
Oh my god.
Read this.
Imagine your city's mayor is
Darren,
just
why
a
y'all put my
random
full
streamer.
name?
That'd be
Okay.
crazy.
Darren Jason Watkins Jr., Speed, and Badro.
They gave him an actual thing for it. Oh my god, that's so crazy. That's insane.
Lima.
Alcalde. Mayor.
Alcalde.
Yeah, right.
Wait. Whoa! This is official.
Yeah,
It's official. Damn.
The official document.
Whoa.
Diploma.
Wait, so I'm the mayor?
This is my signature.
Can he make laws?
I'm the mayor.
I'm curious. Can he like make laws?
I'm the mayor. Wait, I'm the mayor.
For 1 hour.
That's
For
the
1
biggest
hour?
achievement a streamer has
Make
ever
it 2.
achieved. No, actually, for real, that is such a huge accomplishment. I'm so happy that I Show Speed got to experience that. Good shit on you, man. That is awesome. That's so cool. And it's so cool that the mayor of Peru would do this. Damn! There's a bunch of videos. Okay, I'm gonna move off I Show Speed for right now because I really want to watch that Sunny V2 video. I'm gonna keep this tab open though, so if I want to watch the videos after this. I doubt Speed is gonna get mentioned in this video. It's about KSI, but I want to see it.
They introduced you to Lunchly. Just 16 days after the Thick of It live performance, KSI launched Lunchly with Mr. Beast and Logan Paul. Although with both of them being embroiled
Thank you
in
for the
drama,
follow, Hat. I
people
appreciate
found
it.
any
I'm very
excuse
happy to
hate
have you on the
product.
channel.
General nutrition was the primary concern, yet it was Dan TDM's tweet that involved KSI. What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say
Yep,
anything
the
anymore.
iconic tweet.
This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. Well, KSI responded stating that Dan had sold crappy products to his fans too.
Looks like crap to me. How does this benefit your fans, Dan?
He doubled down by adding that Dan also promoted and made a whole video on Munchpack to his Minecraft.
I know that video. I know that video. That Dan TDM video, I watched that so much as a kid. Oh my god, that brought back so many memories. I used to watch Dan TDM as like a little kid. I watched that video like straight, like my mom knows that video. Wow. I wasn't expecting that nostalgia trip
Audience full of
right
kids, yet absolutely no one was taking KSI's side.
I remember
Bro,
I
I'll be
wanted
honest,
to
your
buy that
shit
so
just
bad.
sucks, and people like Dan TDM more than you. Take the L, man. You ain't winning this, Tubbs. KSI was quick to respond with a video reinforcing his own position.
When it comes to Twitter, Twitter is just a cesspool of the most depressed people on this earth. It's
Okay,
like
but I
4chan,
kind of
but
agree
with
with that,
lower
though. Twitter sucks. I don't use Twitter anymore because in my opinion, I think I was getting posts that were not good for me. Like, I would just be getting random posts of shit I didn't follow, and I would never see stuff I did follow, so I just stopped using it, and I switched to Threads. But I will still go on Twitter to see stuff. If there's something I want to see on Twitter, I'm gonna fucking go on Twitter. I'm not, like, boycotting it.
IQ.
Before proceeding to insult
Twitter
his
just
entire
got ruined since
subreddit.
becoming X. I agree. It went downhill so fast. It just got so shit.
So
when only 6 days later, he'd release another Thick of It snippet, the audience responded with their own hostile energy.
Wait. Is he gonna play? I hope he does not play the song. I'm gonna keep my hand on the mute button in case he plays the song. I don't want to get my shit taken down. I don't want to get banned on Twitch. Please do not play the song, Sonny.
Whoever found this gem, please put it back. This song could probably clear a room faster than a fire alarm. I'm gonna play this at my funeral, and then everyone will be jealous that I'm the dead one. A different
So
person
good.
shared the snippet to TikTok, warning KSI is threatening to release whatever this is, which received over
Threatening?
6 million views.
This is one of the worst songs I've ever fucking heard in my life. All my ops getting it. You're not ready. Bro, who exactly are your fucking ops? Dan TDM?
JJ's poor image had completely doomed Thick of It.
People just hate us. And they hate me.
And if he couldn't become any more hated, he might as well lean into it. This whole Dan TDM and Lunchley beef really shows that I'm in the thick of it, out October 4th. Pre-save link down below. In a different tweet he'd state, a lot has happened these past few days online, so here I am addressing everything below, attaching a link that redirected his viewers to pre-save the song.
Oh my
KSI
God.
again called out Dan TDM before doing so yet another time, attracting so many people who wanted to hate KSI that
Okay, you gotta be honest though that this strategy, it really, really worked. Because I know this song. I know the lyrics to this song. Would I have known that if it wasn't for all this drama and bullshit around it? Probably not. So, I mean, KSI is kind of the one who came up on top here, whether you wanted him to or not. I mean, objectively, it's a good strategy to get people talking about your shit. If you're fine with having negative attention. So, I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't do it if he was already fine with negative attention.
click on the song just to leave nasty comments. This worked perfectly. Upon Thick of It's release, it instantly went viral, boosted by people who were simply there to hate. Bro took a 1.5 year long break from music and came back with this. Take 2 years next time. Pretty confident he got ChatGPT to write him a cool rap song. This song is the best argument I've ever seen against free speech. On a list of worst songs to ever exist, Thick of It took all 10 positions, while even Jake Paul tweeted, "Thank you KSI, you hero. My 83-year-old grandpa hasn't been able to walk in years, but when you released this song, he finally stood up and turned this shit off." KSI responded stating, "Looks like you've got your next opponent lined up then," introducing the risky but effective part of JJ's strategy, pretending to be annoyed by the hate the song was getting.
Today we are reacting to Thick of It TikToks. You guys are just on a hating rampage.
Okay, I don't know KSI personally. Obviously, I would be a much better streamer. I would be a much bigger streamer, rather, if I knew KSI. Never met the guy in person, don't really watch his content. I do not have an issue with him, personally. I don't really, care. But when it started to get to the point with the song drama that he started to seem like legitimately upset. Whether he was actually upset or acting or not, that is when I started to get uncomfortable because I don't enjoy seeing people upset. It's funny to meme on it, but when the person starts actually getting upset, that's when I just get uncomfortable and like stop following the drama.
Cool, let's do it.
He'd retweet videos mocking the song, demanding that people stop taking the piss, before again kicking the hornet's nest by tweeting, "These stupid fans leave trash comments on my new song."
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Dude, if you give someone the right amount of money, you could probably get them to like to do literally whatever you want. Hang on, I'm resetting my stuff right now. Like if I don't even know like what the amount, probably anything over 1,000, that's when people will start really like be willing to do some just crazy insane bullshit.
Think they're getting to me. You're not. It's not funny. It's boring. You're wasting your time. Again baiting the audience to give him more engagement. Thinking they're getting to me. Proceeds to make 30 tweets about it. The fact that you keep talking about it though makes me think it is getting to you. JJ plotted his revenge by putting Thick of It on 6 different ad cars to blast the song through the streets of London. KSI is forcing people to listen to his new song Thick of It. This has to be some form of punishment. WTF is his caption. It's called marketing. I can't even promote without people taking the piss now. It seems the only person who liked the song.
There's if you're blasting, I don't know if the trucks were playing songs, honestly, but if they were blasting the music just around people, that's not marketing, that's forcing people to unwillingly listen to your song, okay? You shouldn't force people to listen to it like that. That's not good marketing. It's just gonna make people upset, which if that is the goal, it's fantastic marketing.
Song was KSI himself.
I think the song is an absolute banger. On my mama.
Hyping up the music video because nobody else would.
The music video to Thick of It is finally here. Let's do this.
When he tried to perform the song in India, the crowd pelted KSI with Prime. Professional reviewers gave it straight up 0%, or alternatively 5 out of...
Wait, oh my god, the Prime thing. Did you see the clip of, like, I think it was Jake Paul or Logan Paul, whichever Paul was with him. Someone threw a fucking Prime at him, and it was like so fast and so hard. Shit was like a missile. Let me see if I can find the clip right now. Cause I remember laughing when I saw it, but I was like, dude, this is so over the top. Logan Paul gets hit with Prime. So this is the clip of it. Like, I'll point it out if they show it. That's not it. This is a different promo. I have to put during KSX one. Prime sucks, by the way. I've never tried it in my entire life. Because I think this is the clip. I'm actually gonna mute this tab because you don't. How do I mute it? Yeah, okay, no, it hit KSI right there, but you see that one Prime got thrown like a missile. It's like, dude, that was a calculated attack, dude. Look at how hard this shit hits him. Hang on, I didn't go back to that. Never did, I just don't like it. I don't like it either. That's why I've never tried it. I'm usually down to try anything, especially stuff with like cherry freeze. Cherry is my favorite flavor of anything, so if Prime wasn't Prime, I would probably drink it, but I've never tried it, and I do not intend to, honestly. I don't intend to try Lunchly, I don't intend to try Prime.
5 stars by people who wrote paragraphs just to take the piss out of it. Getting 0 support from anyone, KSI chose to give up completely. He'd write generational haters everywhere. I'm so tired of it at this point. Just leave me alone, seeming genuinely sick of the hate he was getting.
Listening to the new KSI song until I cringe. Ready?
So obvious.
Go.
It's so obvious what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
I mean, that's 1 second in. Cringe.
This carried over to an Aiden Ross livestream.
I don't want to be here.
Okay. I don't know a lot about Aiden Ross. Personally, I don't know anything about him. I don't watch him. But this KSI thing, I watched this clip of him interviewing KSI. It made him seem like a dick. It made him seem like a real asshole, and it made me very uncomfortable the way he was acting. He does stream on Kick, so that will speak for itself. However you feel about Kick, that is up to you. But yeah, Aiden Ross with the KSI thing seemed like a bigger asshole than KSI, and it made me like KSI more because of Aiden Ross. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, but I'm happy.
Why don't you want to be here?
Well, because you're just here to roast me.
No,
like the whole internet.
I'm being nice.
Your audience is the worst. Imagine putting your heart and soul into a project and then releasing it into the world and everyone's going, ha ha. I want it to stop. I want people to stop making fun of my song.
And singing the song to Speed definitely wasn't helping his cause.
Speed,
so many streamers had roasted the song. JJ spent 35 minutes reacting to just some of them. However, as a result, KSI's strategy was stuck.
Did you guys see Speed reacting to his song? Did you see that clip? Because if not, I'll pull it up because it's a funny clip. And if you already know who Speed is, you should probably say it.
Starting to bear fruit.
Look at it on the bright side. At least you're getting plays. It's growing on people. It's growing.
How do you forget a song that you dislike but is
saw it?
stuck in your head? I heard about someone named KSI who made a song that everyone keeps making fun of. Out of curiosity, I looked it up, and now it won't leave my head. I really don't like the song at all and wish it would stop.
Does anyone else have this stupid KSI song stuck in their head because of TikTok? But why is it actually catchy though? I want to hate on it with the rest of the internet, but I just found myself singing it like a hypocrite.
The song might have been terrible, but people couldn't stop listening whether they liked it or not.
Oh, for sure. But a song getting stuck in your head does not necessarily mean it's a good song. I'm not gonna sing. I would sing, ordinarily I would sing that, but KSI has been shown to very much copyright anything related to that song. I'm not gonna sing that out. Ordinarily I would, but it's just so, like, that song will get in your head. I like, when that happened, it was on TikTok all the fucking time. I would get that song stuck in my head like once a day at least.
Video that got released 2 weeks ago is almost on 14 million views. Like, this is gonna be one of my most viewed videos of all time.
People on Reddit noticed Thick of It is the most popular song on Genius
He beat
right
out
now,
Lady Gaga
whilst
and
Postlight
Bruno Mars.
reported
How
Thick of It is projected to chart in the Billboard Hot 100. The song debuted at number 81, topped Spotify's Viral 100 chart, and brought KSI's monthly listeners to 10 million plus.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thick of It is now my 9th top 10 single.
Yeah, I mean,
a few
good
days
shit,
later,
man.
JJ went on
If you're gonna
Logan's
make profit off
podcast,
people
and
being
after the
dicks,
song
make
came up
profit
in
on it, hell yeah.
conversation, KSI admitted he was never really angry.
This is a good time for me to tell everyone that I'm actually not pissed. Like, I'm not mad.
He clarified.
Okay, being real, some people might be mad about that. That makes me feel better because I don't want him to be upset. I don't want him to be like in emotional distress over something like as stupid as this. So that, I'm honestly not mad about that. I mean, like, he's just playing the game.
Clarified there was some anger in the beginning.
The 2 tweets that I did at Dan.
The first 2.
I think those were genuine.
Yeah.
Those were me, like, don't fucking come on my business.
Okay, he was definitely
But for the
mad at
most
Dan.
part, he was simply baiting attention.
Because I had a single coming out, I was like, I can just use this as a way to market my song. And it was just getting a ton
He's
of
got
hate.
a whole team behind him
people
telling
clowning
him
on
what
it.
to
So I
do.
was
They
like, all
clearly
right, cool.
planned
Let me just
everything.
lean
Yeah.
into this. And
Yeah, it's not the same, really, when a big YouTuber does something like this or a big streamer does something like this compared to a small one. Because, like, the bigger you get, the more hate you're gonna get. That's just how it works, no matter how good of a person you are. So if you're a big streamer and you're doing stuff like this, people are just gonna assume, oh, it's fake, it's bullshit, whatever. With KSI, that's true, but it is not always.
be pissed off, angry, tell people, guys, stop making memes.
But, like, if
knowing
you're
that they're
having
gonna
a
make
whole
more
team
memes.
behind you,
Stop
dude, just
making
put
fun of me,
some
knowing that
thought
they're gonna
into
make
it.
fun of me more. Stop making videos on me, you know, saying that my downfall is imminent.
The sidemen, however, weren't convinced it was all an act.
I thought
No one
JJ
cared about
orchestrated
that.
it all.
He is claiming that now.
I
He
thought
is
orchestrated
claiming
it all.
that.
I thought
He claims that.
But he seemed really
We know him.
genuine.
We know that at We know one he's point lying. he was burning. Bro, burn.
Referring to this podcast here.
Well, I wasn't trying to make a funny
You weren't
song.
trying to,
I
but
was
you
literally
accidentally
trying
did.
to make a song about my life.
But it's the
See,
song.
like, look at his expression right here. That is not the expression. That's like the expression of someone who's pissed off, but they're trying to hide it. In my opinion, when I'm angry and I'm like talking, but I'm trying to not be like, oh, fuck you, I'm like fucking mad, whatever. I'll look like that. Like I'll look like I'm still clearly angry, but I'm
funny outside of the context.
It's not funny.
No,
What
outside.
is funny?
No.
Is my life funny, bro?
No. Bro said he was faking the anger. Whether
That's
or
a-
not the anger was real.
If he's faking that, he's a fucking good ass actor. Like, no, that's not me making a joke. If he's faking that, he's a really, really, like, just genuinely talented actor, because that's believable. That's very believable.
The song did exactly what KSI wanted. With over 80 million streams at $3,000 per million, the song has estimated
Deserves
Spotify
an Oscar,
earnings
so,
of
like,
almost
honestly, that's really good acting if it
$250,000.
is.
Throw in another $250,000 from its 100 million YouTube views, and Thick of It has likely made JJ about $500,000 just from streaming alone. He's convinced now that the dust has settled, people are starting to realize that Thick of It is actually a good song, lol. Wait till I perform it to see how hard it goes. And to be fair, at a recent concert, the entire crowd was singing along. The song will likely never be respected,
Oh,
but
no.
it's still legendary in its own funny way.
Definitely legendary. Respected is one thing, but respect is very subjective. As far as I'm concerned, respect is not owed to anything or anyone for any reason. With some exceptions, of course. Oh, the honey thing. I actually wanted to watch a video on this. Honey. Who was the name of the original guy that did it? I'm just gonna search up honey. Megalag. It was Megalag. And then Legal Eagle is suing Honey. Markiplier fucking called this. Love Markiplier. Markiplier's a king. I absolutely adore Markiplier. I've been watching him since I was like literally I've been watching him since his Five Nights at Freddy's first video. That's the first video I saw of him, and I have been watching him ever since. Whatever year that came out, that's when I started watching him. But he actually predicts the honey. I'm gonna show it right now because genuinely, Mark, it's 2 a.m. I'll have to go. For me, oh, don't worry, I'm ending the stream soon. I hope to see you back sometime, and I hope you get some good sleep. Anyway, I'm gonna show this clip because Markiplier deserves. See you next time. See you next time, dude. Gonna be happy to see you in chat. Because Markiplier fucking called it. He told us all, and he needs some recognition for that. We love Markiplier here.
Can I pause real quick? I have a natural distrust
Thanks for the
of
stream.
honey.
Oh yeah, for sure,
I don't
dude.
know
I
what
had
it
fun.
is.
Love
I don't
it.
know why, but I naturally distrust honey, and I don't. Okay, all right, guys. All right, we're gonna stop. Everyone, listen. I don't know what it is, but my gut tells me that nothing in life is free. So where's all these savings coming from? And like the money that people get from honey,
And
I don't
he was
trust it.
right.
They push so much advertising. They push so much advertising on YouTube. They do brand deals with other YouTubers. I think they've even offered me, and I said no because I just don't trust honey. I have a feeling there's gonna, in like a couple years, there's gonna be the great honey conspiracy of like 2022. And I don't know what it is.
He's so right. He's so right. He almost literally called the year. It was 2024, I believe, not 2022. He was so right. Oh my god, Markiplier is a prophet. We all must start following him. Holy shit.
No, I'm sure it's fine. And like, I got no problem with like the concept of an app that like clips coupon codes for you. That's great. That sounds great on its surface. But there's some shady shit going on. I can't put my finger upon it. But why do they spend millions on advertising? And then people are getting money out of it, and then people are saving money out of it, and that makes sense, but the other part doesn't make sense, and then something's going on here. Where's all this money coming from? Where is honey getting the money? Where's honey getting all their money from? They should be losing money. In the grand scheme of everything being compared across the internet, shouldn't they be losing an incredible amount of money considering how much they're saving other people and giving to people? Something's going on there. I don't trust honey. I don't know what it is. I have no evidence to back it up. Everyone that I tell this thinks that I'm crazy, and they're like, "Oh, honey's great. I use honey all the time." And I'm like,
I used to use honey. I used to use honey too until I figured out. Well, I didn't figure it out. Megalag figured it out, and I watched the video. All credit to Megalag. Only person I've seen. That was the first person I've seen talking about as far as I'm concerned. or as far as I know, not as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, he is the person who discovered all the shady bullshit that they were doing, but Markiplier did call it. He called it, and I think that Markiplier is just the best, and I think we should always respect his opinions, especially when it comes to companies like Honey from now on. If Markiplier says a company is bad, I'm gonna look into that too, and I'm gonna take his word for it, because holy shit, this is so accurate.
At Honey HQ? What is happening? Where's all his money coming from? Because nothing, like, everywhere you look, advertising for Honey. YouTubers across the board, promos for Honey. Where's that money coming from? How are they paying for all these people? How are they paying for all those ads? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's millions. There's millions in advertising. Where's it all coming from? I don't know. What's their business plan? Doesn't sit right with me. Doesn't sit right. I have nothing other to say besides that. But am I the only one that just has an inherent distrust? I don't know. I don't get it. Do you guys like? I have no idea. I seem high as fuck. No, it's like this has been itching away at me for so long. I've had this like deep-seated doubt about Honey, and it's just like I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. There's something about it. I just don't trust it.
And he
So I don't
was
use it.
so
I don't trust it. It's the same thing like with like the DNA test things. Like, I'm not gonna give you my DNA. It's my DNA. It's mine. Look at my DNA. You want it? You can't have it. FBI. Hey, listen. If I disappear like in the next few days, it was Honey. If I disappear in the future and then suddenly like Markiplier just mysteriously disappears, it was Honey. Because there's some shady shit happening. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Okay, so I'm not the only one, but it seems like I am in the minority here, which is fair. I get that. Anyway, so.
Dude, he was so right though. I'm actually gonna watch Charlie's video on it because it's 4:50 for me. I have stuff to do at 6. I'm gonna need to end stream soon, and Charlie's video is shorter, but it's still 23 minutes long, so I will be able to watch it. But it's shorter than Megalag's video. Is it? No, it's not. No, Megalag's is 23 minutes. Also, I will watch Megalag's just out of fairness because it's his shit.
By now, you've probably heard about Honey. You know, the browser extension that saves you money.
Do you have Honey installed?
What's Honey?
Oh, no.
Honey.
Honey is a free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
That automatically applies coupon codes when you check out online.
Free money, basically.
Hey,
Literally free money.
It doesn't make sense to not be using this.
So what's the catch?
There is no catch.
Join Honey. Join Honey. Join Honey.
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 Honey. Honey.
Honey.
Honey.
Honey.
Honey.
Honey.
Honey.
Join Honey.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but your favorite influencers sold you a
Was
lie.
talking to my
Honey is a
artist, they've been
scam,
making
and the majority of
emotes.
claims
Oh,
promoted by
nice.
those influencers
I hope your emotes
aren't
are
even remotely true. But it
We're
gets
excited for
worse.
the gay.
Honey hasn't just been scamming you, the consumer, they've also been stealing money
I
from
will.
influencers.
I actually want to check out after stream. I'm gonna go check out for them. Dude, I was so excited when I got my first emotes made. It's so fun. I am so happy. I'm so happy with them. I love
including the
emotes,
very
and I'm
ones
glad
they
you're
paid
getting
to promote
emotes
their
too.
product. And I'm not just talking about a few bucks here. I believe the scam has likely cost content creators millions of dollars. Sound crazy? Well, I didn't believe it at first either, until I experienced it myself firsthand. In fact, I'm confident this might just be
I'll just
the
check
biggest
those out. They're
influencer
very cute.
scam
I love
of all
them.
time, which is insane considering Honey is
Yeah, they do look good. Yeah. The person who made them for me was really great. I found them on Fiverr. I think I should have that. In my Discord server, I have their QR code. I should probably put that on my other stuff. But they have a sort of yellow color. Do they? I don't know. I'll have to look at it later.
owned and run by PayPal, who purchased this company for
Either way, I
$4
love those
billion.
emotes.
This 3-part series is the result of a multi-year investigation where
You
I
should've
believe
made some
I've
golden
uncovered signs
brown.
of advertising fraud, affiliate
the
fraud,
goose?
the illegal collection of
I'm
personal
assuming
data,
that's what you mean,
deception,
yeah. I plan to
lies,
add more
coercion,
emotes.
extortion,
Of course,
the
but this
list
is just what I
goes
have right
on.
now.
I've reviewed hundreds of documents,
I
adverts,
will probably add
sponsorships.
more
I've reviewed
varieties of
emails
these
between
too.
Honey and merchants,
As for
interviewed
right
victims.
now-
Believe me,
As for right now, I just have the one goose, and that's you can see it on my webcam thing. But that goose is had some animated though. Oh, for sure, yeah. I just haven't got them made because I'm waiting to be able to pay for them. So definitely adding some animated I cannot wait for those. Yeah, goose. The goose's name is Lilith. I actually have a goose as my familiar because my channel's very witch themed. I have a goose as my familiar because when I started streaming, my logo was a snake and not a goose. But then so many people would, yeah, the goose's name is Lilith. So so many people would join my streams and they would have goose usernames. It started with one person. And then people started changing their names to like involve geese in some way. So I just made it an official part of my channel since everyone in my community seemed to love geese so much. Why not?
Me, this runs deep. Now, I want to be clear. The views, allegations, and conclusions expressed in this series are my opinions, based on evidence I have gathered, which will be shared throughout. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the honey trap. Now I know what you're thinking. It's a free browser extension. How bad could it be? Well, trust me, it's far more sinister than you might think. You know what they say, if a product's free, it's likely you're the product. And as you'll find out later in this investigation, that remains true for PayPal Honey. Now, like most people, I too fell for the lies. I mean, what's not to love about a free browser extension that saves you money?
I think
it's a compelling product, and with the endorsement from what feels like every single popular influencer on YouTube, it's no wonder millions of people downloaded it. Ironically, the very influencers promoting Honey seemingly had no idea the company was quietly picking money out of their very own pockets. Well, at least one of them realized, but we'll get to that later. So let me show you how Honey's been stealing money from influencers. So let's say you're watching a video on YouTube. If you're into tech like me, maybe you're watching a Linus Tech Tips video. Linus tells you about this free browser extension that saves you money online. You install it in 2 clicks and boom, you have Honey. Perfect timing because it just so happens you're looking to buy a new CPU for your computer. You come across another Linus Tech Tips video and after watching, you're convinced you should buy the one recommended in his video. So you scroll down and find Linus's affiliate link to that product. Now, for those of you who don't know, when you click an affiliate link and buy something, the influencer who promoted the product earns a commission for referring you to that store. So you add the product to your cart, get to the checkout page, and hello, Honey says they found you 10 coupon codes. Sweet. You click apply discounts and Honey gets to work. But unfortunately, none of the coupon codes worked. Doesn't matter though, because as Honey has promised us for years, that means we know we've got the best deal. So you complete your purchase, you're happy, your new CPU's on the way, Linus is happy, he's getting his commission, everyone's happy, right? Well, let's quickly rewind and see what was happening behind the scenes. You see, after clicking Linus's affiliate link, you'll notice in the URL, there's a tracking tag labeled short circuit. That's a reference to one of Linus's YouTube channels. And this tracking tag is how Newegg knows who to pay a commission to. We can also see that this tracking tag has been saved on my browser in the form of a cookie that will expire in 30 days. That way, if we only decide to complete the purchase a few days later, Linus will still be credited the sale. It's kind of like when you're at a department store buying a TV and the salesman who helped you gives you a referral card or a receipt with their name on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna interrupt right now. So what he's explaining right now, Cookie, is when you get a sponsorship, you will get your own URL normally. And the way that I was deep into it. Oh, sorry. But you're about to see how like just so scummy and awful this shit is, like what they do. Like if you don't already know what Honey was doing to make money, it's so fucked up. You're about to see.
When you eventually get to the checkout counter, the clerk knows which salesman to award the sale to. You can think of affiliate cookies as a digital version of that. So what happened when we got to the checkout page? Well, once Honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked apply discounts. You see that? Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and replaced it with their own, claiming
it's so fucked. Oh, and Sophie, will you tell? We'll tell you something once we are done with the video. Oh yeah, for sure. But oh my god, it's so fucked up. This can't be legal. I know Legal Eagle is suing them, but if he somehow loses that lawsuit, I would be astonished because this is terrible.
Credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves. Yeah. Now, if we quickly go back again, we can see what's causing this to happen. After clicking apply discounts, what you'll notice is that in the top left corner of your browser, Honey discreetly opens a small new tab, which acts like a simulated referral click, as if they were the ones to refer you to the website, even though you're already on the website and at the checkout page. Once that page is finished loading and has stuffed PayPal's affiliate cookie, the tab automatically closes, leaving you blissfully unaware that anything ever happened. It's very sneaky. Now, when I first discovered this was happening, I thought, there's no way. Why would all these high-profile influencers be promoting a company that is actively poaching their affiliate commissions? It didn't make any sense. So to make sure I wasn't going crazy, I went on a Honey testing spree, clicking one affiliate link after another, and it kept happening. But even after all those tests, I scoured the internet to see if anyone was talking about this and found nothing. Okay, there was this one debate about it on the Y Combinator forum, but nothing concrete. Besides that, virtually nobody was talking about this, adding fuel to my doubt. So I figured, screw it, I'll reach out to Honey and ask them directly. And sure enough, they came back to me with the following. If Honey is activated and is the last program used while shopping on a site, it is likely Honey will receive credit for the purchase. I was right, and just like that, my investigation into Honey began. Now, some might consider what PayPal's doing here dirty or highly unethical, but personally, I can't see how it's anything short of fraud. I mean, just imagine something like this happening in a real-world scenario. Let's say you're at a department store looking to buy a new TV. A salesman spends time running you through your options. You decide to buy, he gives you his referral card, you get to the checkout, and right as you're about to pay, a sleazy salesman pops up going, "Hey, shall I check if I have any coupon codes for you?" Naturally, you say sure. He snatches your referral card without you ever noticing, looks for coupons, says, "Sorry, no luck this time," but instead of handing back the original referral card, he hands back his own. PayPal didn't refer the customer to the store, they didn't promote any of the products, the salesman did that. PayPal provided absolutely zero value to the customer, yet they were rewarded for the sale. But because this is all happening online, buried behind clicks and cookies and tracking data, there's little to no transparency that this is ever happening. Okay, but what if Honey had found a working coupon code? Would that make it okay for them to claim the commission?
No.
Honestly, no, I don't think so.
No,
the fact remains that Honey didn't refer the customer to the store, nor did they promote the product. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm a consumer myself. Saving money matters, especially when money's tight. But this scam doesn't just affect—
But the thing about Honey is that it doesn't always save you money. When I used Honey, I used it for years. I had maybe six times it saved me money. The rest is just, oh, there's no coupons available. So it's not like it's a guaranteed thing. But if they pop up, they still take the sale. Yeah, I used it. I used it because I used it when Moist Critical promoted it, I believe. And it did not work well. It did not work as well as you would expect. But the fact that it's just stealing so much money makes it just absolutely worthless garbage. Do not download it.
Wealthy influencers. There are hundreds of thousands of small creators, bloggers, artists who rely on affiliate commissions to support their craft. Sure, you could argue that Honey may have convinced the consumer to complete the purchase by providing a discount. But let's be real, if you're already at the checkout with your items in your cart, you already have a high intent to purchase. And again, this would never fly in a real-life sales environment. No department store is going to allow a salesman to hang out at the checkout counter, casually handing out coupon codes while simultaneously stealing commissions from the other sales reps. Yeah. So why are we allowing a corporate giant like PayPal to do it on the internet? Now, believe it or not, this first example I just showed you with Linus is just one of 3 scenarios in which Honey poaches affiliate commissions, and the next scenarios are even worse. But before I show you how bad scenario 2 is, it's important you understand the fundamental system Honey is exploiting. You see, in affiliate marketing, there's this thing called last click attribution, which basically means last click wins. For example, you might click on a shoe blogger's affiliate link for a pair of Nikes, but you don't buy right away. Later, you click on a YouTuber's link for the same shoes and complete the purchase. In this scenario, the YouTuber gets the commission and the blogger gets nothing. There are other models like first click, where the blogger would win the commission, or dynamic click, where the commission is shared. But the industry went with last click because while it's not always the fairest, it's the easiest to implement. Therefore—
Okay, as someone who doesn't know jack shit about marketing, I think first click or dynamic click makes the most sense. I think that would be the fairest way to do this, and the fact that you can do this is just enabling companies that do the last click thing is enabling
it became
companies like
the industry standard. Now, when it's blogger versus YouTuber for a sale, honestly, I'd say last click is usually fair. But when it's anyone versus Honey, there's no real competition. Honey pops up right at the end of your purchasing journey, virtually guaranteeing they'll win that last click. They of course know this and do anything they can to get that last click, even when there's no coupon codes to offer. Which brings us to scenario 2. Honey Gold, which is now called PayPal Rewards.
And that is, okay, as someone who used Honey, that is the most bullshit ass shit. I could buy like a $60 item and get like 2 cents back. I swear to fucking God, it's awful.
Here's how it works. When you get to the checkout and Honey Gold is available, Honey pops up and is essentially saying, hey you, consumer, click this button here so PayPal can claim the commission for the sale, and we'll share a portion of that commission money with you in the form of points. It's basically a lame cashback scheme. And it's genius because if there are no coupons to offer, but the store is participating in Honey Gold, it gives Honey another reason to get that last click. How can YouTubers, bloggers, or any other type of affiliate fairly compete against this type of mechanism? Of course the consumer's gonna click, and of course they're going to win the sale. Now this got me thinking, how much of their commission are they actually sharing with users? Well, to find out, I decided to put Honey Gold to the test. So I looked for any website where Honey Gold was offered and found it on NordVPN. And no, this is not a sneaky sponsorship. So I signed up for NordVPN's affiliate program, which offers 40% commission on successful referrals.
Damn!
After getting approved into the program, I received a custom affiliate link for my YouTube channel. Using this link, I made 2 separate purchases. For the first, I activated Honey Gold, and sure enough, you can see my affiliate cookie was replaced with Honey's. And for the second, I didn't activate Honey Gold. As expected, I was awarded a $35 commission for the sale where Honey Gold wasn't activated, and received nothing when Honey Gold was activated. For the first time, I experienced Honey poaching.
So Honey just scammed this dude out of 35 whole ass, probably American dollars or whatever currency that is. That is so fucked. That is so much, it's not a lot of money, but it's like so much that you can earn. But if Honey's fucking you, it's like you're
so how
gonna
much
lose
of my
so much
stolen
money.
$35 commission did PayPal share as cash back with my Honey account, aka the consumer? Brace yourselves. 89 points, which is equivalent to 89 cents USD.
Yeah.
That's right. Honey poached a $35 commission for doing nothing and rewarded me a grand total of 89 cents. Thanks,
Yep.
PayPal.
Insane
You really
insanity.
shouldn't have. No, seriously, you really shouldn't have. Now, on to scenario 3. For you ladies out there, let's say you're looking for a new outfit. Your favorite influencer tries on something that slays, you click on their affiliate link and get to the checkout. But in this scenario, Honey knows it has nothing to offer. No coupon codes, no Honey Gold, yet it still pops up to announce absolutely nothing. Annoying as fuck. Naturally, you click the got it button to get rid of the annoying dancing coin, and whoa, what's that? PayPal takes the sale.
That's extra
Why?
bullshit.
Because fuck you, Mary, that's your commission. But wait, there's more. My personal favorite is when Honey has nothing to offer, so pops up offering you to check out with PayPal, even though the option is already available at the checkout page.
Ridiculous.
And of course, if you click
So
the checkout
ridiculous.
button, PayPal poaches the sale. Classy. As I was saying, Honey uses any excuse possible to get that last click from the user. It's absolutely disgusting. I can't even begin to fathom how much money has been lost at the hands of this browser extension. Imagine being the
probably an
influencers who
insane
promoted
amount.
Honey, telling your audience, who by the way are the most likely to use your affiliate links, to download an app that poaches your affiliate sales. It's crazy. Now, to be clear, not every influencer who promoted Honey engages in affiliate marketing, so those who don't are obviously unaffected. But did any of the influencers who are engaging in affiliate marketing ever catch on to what Honey's been doing?
No.
Well, it turns out yes.
What?
At least one of them did.
Please don't. Okay.
Linus Tech Tips, who have been promoting Honey since
I was gonna say, if it's something- if
2017.
it's someone I
So
like,
here's
it's
how I
gonna
found
make me
this
not
out.
like 'em, I
You
swear to
see,
God.
one day I was browsing Linus's forum to see if anyone had raised a red flag about Honey. And sure enough, back in 2020, someone sounded the alarm, but it was ultimately ignored. However, in 2022, a different user noticed that LMG were no longer promoting Honey and asked the team if they had been dropped as a sponsor, to which one of Linus's employees responded with, "We ended the partnership with Honey due to the way their service interacted with affiliate links. Essentially, if someone clicked on an affiliate link and then they use Honey and search for a deal, Honey will override that tracking link even if they don't find you a deal."
We're gonna take a slight intermission here and go full cam so I can ban someone in chat. Don't promote your shit in my chat. Okay, get fucking timed out. Don't say that in my chat again. Okay, sorry about that. We will be back to the video.
That didn't jive with us, so we ended the partnership. Okay, so they had no idea this was happening, and it took them several years to catch on. That's quite telling, because we're talking about a tech-savvy YouTube channel that's run by a very large team. The fact that it took them several years to figure this out, in my opinion, really underscores the deceptive nature with which Honey operates. If Linus and his team didn't know, I can't imagine many other influencers would have known either. Now, I have to say, as a long-time viewer and supporter of Linus's channel, I'm incredibly disappointed they weren't more public with this discovery. I get this specific issue doesn't directly affect their viewers, but surely they must have realized the wider impact this could be having on the creator community, a community they're a part of. I think that matters. And it's not as though they only promoted Honey once or twice. They did approximately 160 sponsored segments, all of which remain live on YouTube. Those videos have accumulated around 194 million views. According to my data, that makes Linus's company LMG the third largest promoter of Honey on YouTube. So yeah, in my opinion, they should have made more noise about this. But what's truly baffling to me is that after LMG ended their partnership with Honey, they then went ahead and partnered with a company called Karma Now, a coupon browser extension that literally engages in similar behavior.
I knew Karma Now was shit.
I did reach out to LMG about the situation, and I'll be honest, their response was not to my satisfaction. They didn't address the majority of my questions, however, they did at least provide some important context about their dealings with Honey. LMG stated that as soon as these issues with Honey were brought to us, we tried to work with them to remedy them. After a few calls, we were informed that they weren't willing to change, so we stopped working with them across all channels. So let me get this straight. One of Honey's biggest promoters goes to them and says, "Hey, can you please stop overriding our affiliate links?" And Honey effectively goes, "Nah, not happening." Assuming I've got that correct, and if true, that just goes to show what little regard Honey has not only for content creators, but also their partners. Now, as for LMG's less than ideal response, I did press Linus's team to address the rest of my questions, but never heard back from them. But it's time to shift gears, because unfortunately, this scam runs much deeper than stolen affiliate commissions. It's time we talk about how Honey used these influencers to sell you a complete lie. How they sold you a product that was doing the opposite of what they promised. You see, as I was testing Honey across different stores, I was encountering a reoccurring issue. When I reached the checkout page, Honey would claim it couldn't find me any coupon codes. Yet when I searched manually, I found working codes with these. And even when Honey did find me a code, I was often able to find another code of better value. Kind of strange, given their claim that...
Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Another oddity was that Honey would often only find me Honey branded coupon codes, such as Honey 5 or Honey 10.
They would always
Why
have
would a
Honey
store
in them?
only have Honey branded coupon codes? Kind of weird, right? But the biggest red flag was that when I tried submitting the better coupon codes I'd found, Honey wasn't adding them to their database. So why not? Well, eventually I figured out what was going on. It turns out that one of the key benefits for stores partnering with Honey is that they are given full control over which coupon codes go live on the platform, if any at all. I discovered this while listening to a podcast produced by Honey, which appears to be aimed at attracting new businesses to joining their platform. In this podcast, an employee from the Australian clothing store, Princess Polly, discusses the benefits of partnering with Honey.
What would you say to any brand that is considered working with Honey but hasn't yet?
I would say missing out on converting customers. Like I said before, Gen Z is super discount savvy. You can't ignore the fact that they will hunt for like discount codes and they might find a better deal. With Honey, you can also control the discount code percentage. which means like they will potentially find a higher discount code on the internet. It literally lets you control like the customer journey, convert and control like the discount code percentage as well.
They're just
This is insane. She's basically saying Honey is great for businesses because it encourages users not to bother hunting for coupon codes, and it allows businesses to control which coupon codes are shared with consumers. I was able to further verify this on Honey's website, specifically the FAQ page for partners, which clearly states, as a partner, you have control over the content hosted on the Honey platform. So yes, even if Honey knows of a coupon code that offers say 20% off, but a partnering store tells them, hey, only share a 5% off coupon, then that's the only discount Honey will apply to your cart at the checkout page. I mean, holy shit.
If you're gonna have discount codes, why not just not be a dickhead about it? If you don't want people using your discount code, maybe don't fucking make the discount code.
Honey wasn't finding you the best deals possible, they were intentionally withholding them from you for their own financial gain. This completely invalidates Honey's core value proposition to consumers. For years, they sold you the lie that they would find you every working coupon code on the internet and apply the best one to your cart. But nope, complete and utter lie. They have literally been feeding you coupon codes that were approved by the partnered stores who were paying them. And can I just say, the double messaging here is hilarious. Because on one hand, Honey has appealed to consumers by promising to find the best deals possible. But on the other hand, they appeal to businesses claiming that Honey helps prevent consumers from finding the best deals. It's absurd.
Yeah,
when you think about it, this all makes complete sense. I mean, why would any online business pay Honey for sharing their highest value coupon codes with its 20 million users? That's not an appealing partnership whatsoever.
Exactly.
So, to make a partnership more attractive, Honey told businesses, hey, if you partner with us and pay us an affiliate commission, we'll let you control which discount codes are shared on our platform. And we'll tell our consumers we scoured the internet and found them the best deal possible. Everybody wins. Just not the consumers or the influencers. With this discovery, I decided to do a thorough audit of Honey's advertising campaigns. And yikes, the ads, the sponsorships, everywhere you look, it's lie after lie. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up going down as one of the most aggressive, shameless marketing scams of the century. Just look at this insane list of videos that were sponsored by Honey. According to my data, they sponsored almost...
Once you actually look into it, it's like hearing those like that was a person who worked for Honey saying that. It wasn't just some random person saying that in that podcast. It's fucking insane how blatant it is.
5,000 videos across roughly 1,000 different YouTube channels, racking up an unbelievable 7.8 billion views. It's crazy. So now that we have a clearer picture of how Honey operates, let's reflect on some of their claims.
Honey will find every working code on the internet and apply the best one to your cart.
If Honey can't find a discount code for you, then you can rest assured there's not a single discount or promo code on the internet.
It's a free browser extension that automatically finds you the best promo codes for anything you purchase online. You literally don't spend money.
Honey searches the known internet for every promo code ever used. This
And it's
means
a
you always
lie.
get the
It's
best
all
deals without
fake.
even trying.
Damn.
What Honey does is take money and they put it in your pocket.
If there is any way to save money on your purchase, they'll find it.
Getting you the lowest prices possible at checkout.
You are always going to get the best deal no matter where you're shopping. Amazon, eBay, Best Buy, doesn't matter. Honey's got your butt covered.
If Honey can't find a code, you have the best deal.
It really puts into perspective just how shady this company is, doesn't it? Now, believe it or not, the Better Business Bureau launched an inquiry into Honey's advertising claims. But after Honey immediately discontinued the claims for, quote, business reasons, the BBB decided to drop the case.
Fucking damn it.
Honestly, at this point in my investigation, I thought I'd seen the worst of it. I thought I understood the full picture of Honey's shady business model. But here's the thing. What I haven't told you is that there were instances where Honey would actually work really well, finding me incredible discounts that seemed almost too good to be true. Now, it wasn't very often, but enough to confuse me. And there were even times when they weren't poaching affiliate commissions by claiming the credit for sales. These inconsistencies bugged me. It didn't add up with everything else I had discovered. It was clear I was missing something. Well, once I finally figured out what that was, I uncovered an even darker side to PayPal's scam, one that targeted an entirely new victim.
Aw, soon! This is
We
where the
started
video
having problems where
Okay, I'm actually gonna end it there because I need to go very soon. Awesome video, Megalag. Definitely a really good video. Go subscribe to Megalag if you have not. Great channel. Anyway, Amy, if you would like to tell me what you were going to tell me, now is the time because I'm gonna end stream soon. And then I'll wait like a few seconds. I need to look over my stats anyway. I also have to put all the videos in the description that I watched on YouTube. Alright, I think I've waited long enough for the stream delay. Amy, if you want to tell me, then just click the Discord link and tell me in Discord. I'll look at it. But I really do have to end stream right now, because, like, I have stuff to do in, like, 10 minutes, and I need to get ready. Okay, I will see everyone on Saturday is my next stream. Saturday will be a Minecraft stream. If you want a Just Chatting stream, if that's what you're here for, the next Just Chatting stream will be on Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will see you all there. Have a good day.